Welcome to my hood. Where ain't nothing normal. You can take a walk in my hood. Where everything paranormal. Everything paranormal. If you're scared of dying, we got something for you. Open up the door, you can be immortal. If you really try to ride, step into the portal. Buckle up, I'ma show you where it's at. We gon' burn a couple blunts, we gon' pop a couple caps. I ain't talking about 4-5s from the strap. Psilocybin driving, so we headed off the map. What you know about? Tasting color, seeing sound with a crystal eye. Turning nothing into something when we alchemize. Vandalize the lies with the truth. Ain't nobody wanna take shots at this proof. All we ever wanted was the answers. Looking for unique, but our vision keep us phantom. Phantom black man, ghost writing in a pentagram. I'm from the place where our thoughts meet the program. Not too many open to the power that they hold. Just know that when we shine, it's the reflection of your soul. Supreme beings moving, watch the galaxy implode. We are not alone. If you not normal, welcome home. Yeah. Welcome to my hood. Where ain't nothing normal. You can take a walk in my hood. Where everything paranormal. Everything paranormal. If you're scared of dying, we got something for you. Open up the door, you can be immortal. If you really try to ride, step into the portal. I gotta hold on to this feeling. I be seeing visions through the folds of the prism. Projecting all wishes, anything I want is given. Paranormal vision, you can call it supervision. Control the superstition, make them wonder how we do it. They seen us in the mud, now we out here making music with the paranormal movement that's stronger than what you deal with. If Jesus was just a fraud, then hallelujah for Judas. Caesar is not the mob, so it just had to be Brutus. They hate when we on our job, cause persecution is useless. Proof that what we doing is more than just making music. Utilizing the truth, drop it off in the hood. Showing what's really good, the feeling is understood. We know just what it means to get it by all means. Supreme beings moving, watch reality explode. We are not alone, if you not normal, welcome home, yeah. Welcome to my hood. Where ain't nothing normal. You can take a walk in my hood. Where everything paranormal. Everything paranormal. If you're scared of dying, we got something for you. Open up the door, you can be immortal. If you really try to ride, step into the portal.
It's my theme music. Every good hero should have some.
20,000 police in the whole town. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
Smoke weed every day.
From Boston to outer space, we're gonna take you all over the place. So sit back and enjoy the ride, because this is Paranormal Hood Live.
This is Billy Carson, a.k.a. Forbidden Knowledge, and you're listening to Paranormal Hood Live
You know I still
Radio.
gotta play that shit.
They are the paranormal voice of the hood.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. That shit still gives me a good laugh. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, folks, the crazy train's leaving the station. I hope you got a ticket. Let's go.
So crazy I'm riding this train without a ticket, man.
Yeah, you rebel. Round and round we go. Where she stops, nobody knows. What's Hood Hoodies? Welcome to the Thursday night. This is Paranormal Hood Live Radio. And we are live and direct in the God of Knowledge Studios. I'm your host, Jiggy.
I am Smoking.
Let's start off by hitting up all those folks who were so cool to get in the chat early and join us. We appreciate you. We really do. On the side, of course, the Supremes of the Ohio Valley. If you heard that dope theme song, if you hear the dope music we play on the breaks, you already know. If you're not following them on social media, if you haven't copped their music, it is available, including our theme song entitled Paranormal Hood, on all platforms. So support them, support us, because those brothers who are our brothers in Ohio are really putting in work, and they're putting out some dope music. You guys know, because, I mean, everybody comments on it. You enjoy it. So please support them, brothers. Let them know how you feel, and let them keep putting out some bangers so we can keep elevating our minds. You feel me? No doubt. So it's good to see everybody. Let's see who else is in here. I'm sorry, I don't want to forget nobody. KB, Blue Eyes, Dwayne Ohms, BGs. What's up, baby? Hey, baby. We're getting down to it. Okay, is that it? That's it for now? Cool, that's all we need. Those lyrics do hit hard. You ain't never lied. Wait a minute, you on 2 different accounts? How are you pulling that off? Oh, no, it's okay. Now I see how it is. Never mind. She needs a wrench at some point. She should have a wrench. She's been with us so long. But they do go hard. Trust me. That's why we play that music. The dope shit was when we heard that fucking theme song. You know that shit? We were up in Vermont. We was in the woods. And we was lighting the woods up with that shit, man. Like, so the whole woods could hear that shit. We were up there. We were chilling. We had great spirits, great energy. And that just took our energy to a whole nother level, man. It is extremely, extremely humbling. One, to have anybody interested or willing enough to even think about you to put such a dope track out. But to get it so spot on, and that's what I love too, because Jonas, I believe you were saying the words earlier. You know what I'm saying? Like when you first hear the song start, you don't realize he's talking about the 45, but he's talking about different things. You see what I'm saying? And that's why you have to listen to music and the lyrics. That's why I just love the lyrics. I just love them, period, man. They're just dope. They are hip hop for me. Truly, truly, truly represent hip hop for me at its best and at its fullest. So shout out to them. And shout out to everybody. What's up, Out of Minds? Welcome. I don't know if I said you before, but if I didn't, hello. It's cool. It's a good night. I got some high energy. Flying out tomorrow. Going to Pine Top, Arizona for Disclosure Con. I'll be going up with Natasha from Mysterious Forces, Doc Skinner, Mike Moriarty from Pursuing X. Just a bunch of my friends and stuff will be there. And then there'll be other people there who'll be speaking and stuff. So it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to, actually, just so you guys know, that the area where I'm actually going to be in is extremely close to one of my favorite stories, which is one of the first stories I remember reading as a kid that just captivated me, which is the Travis Walton story, and then you saw the movie Fire in the Sky and stuff, but I remember reading the book, actually. But I'm actually going to not be too far from there, so I'm going to actually see if I can possibly go to the area. Who knows, maybe Jiggy will get taken away, and I can come back with some cool stories, and I can make the circuit and everything for the next, until I die. Maybe no. Well, JB, I have no idea, Jonas. To be honest, I don't follow them and stuff. I really don't follow those people. I don't really give a fuck where they go, what they do. It's you already know what happened to things. It is what it is. So I don't really follow the people. That's the thing. Once you've blocked me and stuff like Corey Good and all them and stuff like that, like I'll check out stuff that's relevant to the show, but I'm not trying to sneak around and creep around and do all this type of extra work to see what these motherfuckers talk about and stuff. Like, they'll put out the stuff that's relevant on like YouTube and stuff. That's where I go to see what's going on, see what they're talking about, see if anything's relevant and stuff. But other than that, I don't got time for all that shit. Like, seriously. So if he's there, he's there. I don't really care. It went down the way it went down. That's the way we'll go down every time. I'm not going places to fight and be confrontational and shit. I can talk to anybody. I can have a cool conversation. The guys from Edge of Wonder and stuff will be there. I know Rob blocked me immediately. I never even said anything to the dude. I was just included in a bunch of fucking tweets, and he blocked me. So, Rob and Ben will be there. Who else will be there? Wait, Lauren Lizenhauer will be there. These aren't people I'm particularly fond of. I mean, I'm not particularly fond of their work, but maybe getting to have a conversation without yelling and screaming or acting like Jay asshole did could possibly happen. But other than that, I don't really care. They're going to do their thing. I'm going to do mine. I'm there for the experience. When I go to these things, I don't go there to confront people. I don't go to talk shit to people. I don't go to do any of that. Anybody who see me at any of these events all these years will say that's not what I do. Jiggy's the life of the party at some of these events. Cookies, weed, chilling and shit like that. That's what the fuck I'm about, and having a good time. And I catch up with friends. So I don't go there for any of that type of stuff. No, Jonas, Ben did not. And actually, Ben has actually tweeted. It wasn't a direct tweet to me. It was kind of a response to something one time. And he didn't seem confrontational at all. He seemed like someone you could actually sit down and have a conversation with. I think the problem with ever having those conversations is how far can they go. I don't ever feel like you're going to have that conversation where at the end, like there's somebody on the opposite end of how we feel or how some of you guys feel would just get up and walk away like, oh my God, yeah, you just changed my mind. Yeah, you're win. Like, you're right. Oh, that's it. And just walk away. I don't see that type of stuff happening. Most of these people are so dug in. They're in the trenches. They're down there, man. They're there for the long haul. They're there for the fight. So the problem is that having those conversations and stuff on certain things, especially when it's face to face and people get heated and stuff and whatever. I just don't want any of that. I don't want to make, I go to events to have a good time. I go to events to check out a new area. I've been to Phoenix before in my life and a few weeks ago, but I'm going to a new area of Arizona. So I'm just looking forward to the exploration, meeting new people, seeing a new area, having a new experience. That's truly, honestly, 100% what it's always been about for me, and finding the truth. That's it. I meet some cool people on the way. I meet some assholes. I see some people who I used to believe in and follow and stuff, and I've gotten the opportunity to change my mind based on their words. What you say on YouTube, what you say on Facebook and on social media and all that type of stuff is great. What you might put on wherever, on TV, whatever, is really cool and great. But those people eat and shit and do the same things that we do. They breathe and everything like we do. So I like to see people personally. Their body language, how they act, respond to their crowd, where they're walking around, how they're acting and stuff like that. Because you see a lot of these people when they're not up on those stage. So that's why I do that stuff too. That's how I kind of figure some people out. It's just me. And I'm rarely wrong. My instincts about people are rarely, rarely wrong. I will say they've never been wrong. They're usually right. So I'm going to stick with it. What's good, Alfie Summers? Cookies and weed, my two Achilles. Mine's is just weed. I can take cookies or not. I used to be a cookie fiend, but I'd have to make them. Like, I was the type of person, like, there's no cookie in the store that's so extraordinarily good that I could buy, maybe at a bakery possibly, but I couldn't make it home. So that was always my thing with cookies. So that's why I don't really stress about them. But I feel you. Weed and women. That's my weakness. Well, it depends on what you're talking about. Because, like, animals and kids, too, it's a different kind of weakness. But, like, when I see puppies and shit, like, I'm a dude. Like, your dog could be 400 fucking years old. I'm still calling it a puppy. It's still a puppy to me. It's always going to be a puppy. So I love animals and stuff, too. So those are kind of my weaknesses. Actually, on the way to the studio, I saw a couple fighting, and I actually stopped the car and got out the car to assist the lady. But she was actually the aggressor, so that was the point for me to leave. I was like, all right, I'm not going to get in the middle of this because this is going to get stupid, and I'm going to leave. But she wouldn't leave him alone, and he could handle himself, so I wasn't getting in the middle of that. But I thought he was beating on her. I would say that's some shit like that. So, yeah. You feel me? People watching is a great way to pass the time and a great way to learn. Yeah, absolutely, Blue Eyes. That's what I do. I mean, it's been my job. It's been my work for a long time to literally just people watch crowds and stuff, see what's going on, see who's being aggressive, see who's out of place, things like that I've learned along the way. So it's been something I've been doing for a long time. So the same thing applies wherever I go, whoever I talk to, whoever I meet. You could tell a lot by a person's handshake. You could tell a lot by not even touching somebody, just being in their presence and stuff, their energy and shit. It reads a lot. And that's why I do what I do. What's up, Nicholas Lucchini? What's going on? I love cats. Nicholas, I got and today. In fact, today is I have 4 cats. Today is their birthday. It's their 6th birthday. So it's actually, you get a new cat. You can believe Jiggy's gonna be all over it. Which is weird because prior to the 6 years ago when I got their mama, you wouldn't have got Jiggy to have a cat. But their mama changed my world. Little black fucker. All right, folks. I've been rambling on, just talking, doing what I do. Let's get into the show. What's up, Smoke Queen?
Chilling.
How you doing, kid? Chilly. New England. For those of you who are new to Paranormal Hood Live Radio tonight, and for those who are old and have been around part of the family, you know that we spend the 6 days between each show searching high and low, the internet, newspapers, books, YouTube, talking to people, searching high and low, near or far, for that weird, that strange, that odd, that different, and not necessarily mainstream news. That news could be here on Earth. Yeah, I said Earth, E-R-F. I like saying Earth. I'm not ignorant. I just spell it that way. Or maybe it's up to the moon, which is right behind me, while I say Michael Jackson is alive and he still resides and is about to do his nightly performance for the universe. Or maybe it's up to Mars, the supposed red planet. Or maybe it's somewhere beyond, somewhere far out there in the vast reaches of space. But if it's out there, and it's making any kind of rattle, any kind of noise, any kind of paranormal news, we find it, and we bring it to you every Thursday night on this part of the show we simply call Smoke Kings Paranormal News. So, Smoke, what goes on in the Omniverse, the universe, the multiverse, verse Simmons, Batman versus Superman?
Simple introduction.
It never is. It's not supposed to be a simple introduction. I'm a simple person in some ways.
Called Smoke Kings News. It wasn't a simple introduction.
Hey, it's part of my gangster, son. Okay.
Let's see. We'll start off with Alien Hunters. No, go back to what did you do? Come on. I want that stuff. I was just hold on a second. Lost my stories.
He lost his stories. Ooh, let me jump in.
I got it. Yeah.
Because I got a local one. It's a really good one.
I'll go ahead.
Huh? But he's not always ready. He's normally rolling the blizzards. But this is cool. You might like this one, too. Ghost girl photographed at casino. A woman visiting a casino in Massachusetts snapped an eerie photograph which seemingly shows the spirit of a little girl. According to local media, the chilling image was taken by Sarah Allen this past weekend when she and her friend were at the MGM casino in the city of Springfield. During their visit, she says, "My friend was kind of messing with things that she shouldn't have been, and we thought it was funny, so we went to take a photo of her." As is often the case with spooky pictures, it wasn't until the next day that Allen noticed what appears to be an apparition in the background of the image. What is that ghost child? She recalled, wondering. Allen promptly posted the photo to social media for her friends to see, and it soon went viral, leading to numerous people reaching out to her to share their own spooky stories. However, it would seem that in this instance, the anomaly in the image may not have been an apparition at all. That's because, remarkably, someone eventually contacted Allen with what they claimed was a photo that just so happened to be taken at the same time from a different angle. In that image, which she said seems to be pretty legitimate, the youngster is revealed to be alive and not a ghost. Man. I mean, they just built the MGM, too. I mean, it could be a ghost, but, what is it?
Well, parts of it are new, but parts of the old buildings and stuff, like the way they did it, they
You're an idiot.
redid a whole neighborhood and made it into one big, huge building thing.
Yeah, well, see?
All right.
Let me give her the idiot, though. Go for what you know.
All right, Alien Hunters led by Blink-182 singer Tom String 'em Along the Long.
String 'em along, along.
Say they have found an exotic material that's debris from a spacecraft. A month after the group revealed a video featuring UFOs that the U.S. Navy reluctantly confirmed was real. A group of researchers co-founded by former Blink-182 frontman Tom String 'em Along the Long claims to have discovered material they believe may have come from an alien spaceship. It's just a piece of tinfoil that's been floating around on the desert. Who knows it?
It's an alien spaceship.
The 43-year-old lead singer and MTV Music Award winner funds the collective of alien hunters that form the To the Scars Academy of Arts and Sciences, creators of the Unidentified six-part docuseries that aired earlier this year on History Channel. The group already has unearthed real UFO footage recorded by U.S. pilots whose authenticity was verified by military officials. A spokesperson for To the Stars told the New York Times its newest discovery is exotic material samples from UFOs. The log himself has posted photos of some flat, stony object on his Instagram page, along with comments from himself and To the Stars Academy officials. The structure and composition of these materials are not from any known existing military or commercial applications, says Steve Justice. We are focusing on verifiable facts and working to develop independent scientific proof of the materials, properties, and attributes. Steve Justice, former head of Advanced Systems of Lockheed Martin Skunk Works, who now led To the Stars Technologies team in aerospace, said to the find, according to DeLong, we currently have multiple material samples being analyzed and contracted laboratories and have plans to extend the scope of this study, he added. DeLong first announced the Academy's discovery in July 25th, telling his followers on Instagram they believe the material came from UFO.
You're an idiot.
We have been able to establish that the material shows highly advanced anomalous engineering capabilities. This acquisition will allow us to expand the scope of our research project and accelerate R&D that could lead to numerous aerospace and engineering breakthroughs. Oh,
Is that it?
nope.
No, there's more?
At least some of the materials obtained by To the Stars show distortion and damage that appears to be caused by exposure to very high temperatures, but did not burn, according to Justice. We have some very strategic plans to help turn the science of these pieces into advanced capabilities. The research was quoted saying in another of DeLong's recent posts. Waveguides, mass reduction, and all new metamaterials and many more potentials are within view of new studies, some of which are already happening and more studies we are planning. DeLong says he has been fascinated by the prospect of alien life since he was in junior high school. That's it.
Did you see what Nicholas Lucchini wrote? Old Scott. I hope one day, like, I'm somewhere and Scott's there and I could just meet him and he'd be like, "You keep giving me an award."
He doesn't leave his little fucking hideout in Taiwan, dude. Or wherever it is.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He's somewhere in Asia.
He's wherever he is over in Asia. He just fucking stays there. Looking at the computer all day long and all night. And fucking no wonder why he sees so much shit.
Look, I see this, I see that, I see everything.
Yep.
That guy.
All right, let's see.
You're an idiot.
Ghostly image captured along Lake James reignites Bigfoot fever in North Carolina.
Wait, is
Bigfoot
it ghostly?
ghost?
Wait, ghostly or is it a Bigfooty? Which one is it?
Grainy photos of a shadowy figure standing on the banks of Lake James have reignited talks of one or more Bigfoot living in the mountains northwest of Charlotte. The series of images was reportedly taken at 2 a.m. Saturday and posted on Facebook by Bigfoot 911, a research group devoted to creatures
Someone
of
please
folklore
call
like Bigfoot.
911. Tell them Bigfoot's
On my front lawn.
I've got a gun.
And he won't be alive long.
See, I wouldn't shoot Bigfoot.
I know.
I'm like, Bigfoot, what's good? Yo, you smoke?
Exactly.
What's up, homie?
Hashtag
Come
leave
on.
Bigfoot alone.
That's right.
Bigfoot is Bigfoot 911 is the same Marion-based team that reported seeing a Bigfoot 2 years ago in McDowell County, but it may have come closer this time to getting proof that has long eluded believers of the Bigfoot. I locked right onto this creature and knew immediately it was a Bigfoot. Bigfoot 911 member John Berner told McClathy News Group he was standing there watching us, swaying back and forth. I guess he felt safe because the four of us were in a boat and he was on the shore. Why is Bigfoot always swaying back and forth? Is he just fucking humming a tune? Fucking does he not? Does he got a fucking inner
You know what he's listening? You know what?
problem?
No. That's what he hears. And he's swinging back and forth.
Yeah, he felt safe because he was swinging, swinging back and forth, and there's four of us on our boat. I mean, yeah, fucking. Of course, he's on the fucking shore. What the fuck's he got to worry about? You're out on a boat, dude.
Bigfoot ain't gonna fucking worry about motherfuckers anyways. Whoop your ass.
He'd be high-stepping it the fuck out of there by the time they get up to shore and off the fucking boat.
He's like, I want to meet these motherfuckers.
The last...
Bigfoot's always high-stepping.
He always high-steps out of there. The encounter lasted 5 minutes, he says, and ended when the ghostly figure appeared to turn and walk away. I didn't feel we were in any danger. Bigfoot are curious. They want to watch us, but they also want to get away from us. They don't want to engage us at all.
Wonder why.
Believers in the existence of Bigfoot, also known as Sasquatch, do so in defiance of wildlife experts who say there is lack of undeniable proof. National Geographic notes most of the evidence is circumstantial, including eyewitness accounts, blurry photographs, and mysterious footprints. However, the Indian Army surprised the world in April by tweeting an Army expedition in the mountains has found mysterious footprints of the mythical beast Yeti. Again, footprints. We just established just as above. Mysterious footprints.
It was me. I'm sorry. You know, one foot's bigger
Believed
than
to
the
be
other.
hype of the high-altitude Bigfoot. Berner says that the photos taken Sunday were captured with night vision cameras while the men eased into one of the lake's northern coves. Lake James is a 6,800-acre lake 45 miles north of Asheville. It has 150 miles of shoreline. Most of it is densely wooded. The men are scouting the area after receiving reports of night fishermen had seen something watching them from the shore. He said at least one of the sportsmen believed he'd seen Bigfoot in June. Reactions to the photo on social media have been a mix of support and skepticism, which Berner says he expected. Some see only a shadow while others see the creature. I think it's just where there is no foliage or trees, kinda like a trail or opening of some sort. I thought that the same thing, but in the picture it definitely changes position, so it's not stationary. Plus, once you see the shape, you just kind of know it's not a stump either. Those are some of the comments.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Those were helpful. Is that it?
That's it for that one.
Hold on. They got the chorus of that shit. What the fuck? Hashtag smoke a blunt with Bigfoot. That's what Bigfoot's waiting for. I got a story over here. I'll jump in.
Sure.
Government agency in New Zealand queried by curious ghost hunters. Workers at a government agency in New Zealand have become reluctant ghost hunters thanks to a rather clever official inquiry from one of the country's paranormal groups. The weird situation reportedly arose when an organization known as NZ Paranormal Investigators submitted what is akin to a FOI, Freedom of Information Act, request to the country's Department of Internal Affairs concerning a matter of considerable interest centered around their headquarters located in the city of Wellington. The remarkably detailed request calls for all information that you hold about potential paranormal/supernatural/haunting-related occurrences in this building. The group asserts that this includes anything that your staff have perceived or suspected may be of this nature, regardless of whether or not the department believes the events to be paranormal. The group goes on to ask for full information regarding any reports of unusual environmental observations. As if that is not enough, NZ Paranormal Investigators also want the department to provide hard data on the building's air conditioning system, any electromagnetic sensory equipment you may have, and environmental monitoring mechanisms. The group declared in the request that the information needs to be broken down into absolute detail. And finally, the ghost hunters asked the agency to reveal any measures that you have taken to study or prevent paranormal activity in their headquarters. Amazingly, due to the nature of New Zealand's Official Information Act, it would appear that the department is actually required to find answers to the many questions asked by the paranormal group and provide the information in a timely fashion. An official response from the agency indicated that is the case, and presumably someone working for the country's Department of Internal Affairs is currently conducting a legally required ghost hunt, so to speak, at their headquarters. Understandably, some in New Zealand have expressed concern over how much time and money will be required to respond to the paranormal group's fairly comprehensive request, but it would seem that the department has no choice in the matter. To that end, a similarly weird OIA request 2 years ago actually saw someone asking for evidence that the country's prime minister was not a David Icke-style shape-shifting reptilian alien ushering humanity towards enslavement. Oddly enough, the government officials' response to that matter was that they couldn't find any information to disprove the theory. Oh. Now, see, normally I would give them an award, but I actually don't think they get it, and I'll tell you why. As dumb as all of it sounds, that's actually a smart thing that they did. The government, who everybody claims has all these secrets and hide it, well, their particular government is the type of government that has to give information, so they're able to get that information. When we hear, we struggle, we come up with conspiracy theories, all this type of stuff, top secret stuff, whatever, that is possibly things that are happening that they're not going to give us information for anytime soon. They have to wait, and probably 20, 30 years later, the shit will come out. But I think it's actually kind of dope. So I'm not going to give them the award. I actually want to give them a thumbs up, because who knows? Maybe they will find something in their headquarters.
Absolutely.
Bum, bum, bum.
You are a huge nerd.
All right. Fleet of strange glowing objects seen off the North Carolina coast in baffling clip. It was the fucking UFOs picking up Bigfoot.
They're here.
A fleet of bizarre objects has been captured hovering off the coast of North Carolina. William Guy was traveling on a ferry across the Pimlico Sound Lagoon when he spotted 14 bizarre objects in the sky. He immediately started recording, and the footage has left the conspiracy world in shock. The video begins with a sight of the sky seemingly showing the sun setting. William pans the camera across the horizon, showing nothing in sight. "Look, nothing in the sky at all," he said. As he cuts across the sky, the lit-up cluster is seen floating aimlessly. "Can anybody tell me what that is?" William asks. He adds, "Come on, why does it keep doing that?" 1 second. He adds, "We're in the middle of the ocean on a ferry. There's nothing around, no land, no nothing." After posting it on YouTube only days ago, William told viewers the lights disappeared from sight before coming back some 2 minutes later. This freaking website sucks because it keeps going to the next story, and I'm like, I'm not even touching anything. Anyway, several well-known conspiracy YouTube channels have reposted the footage, including Mavi777, who labeled the object a UFO fleet. Fellow conspiracy site UFO Mania also saw the video and wrote, "Fleet of mysterious lights appear above the sea." Other views claim with their thoughts, should probably say chimed, I would say, but anyway, with one saying the outer orbit of Earth is swarming with alien advanced craft. Earth is under heavy observation. But another had a perhaps more logical explanation, saying it's not a UFO, they're training targets for military aircraft. And that's it. That's the end of that story.
Okay then. Want to jump in?
Yeah, sure. Go on.
The title of the story is Haunted B&B Rebuffs Ghost Hunters. A notoriously haunted house in suburban Pittsburgh is set to become a bed and breakfast. But any would-be ghost hunters hoping to spend the night there will have to check their Ouija boards at the door.
You're an idiot.
According to local media report, the proposed Brownsville Roadhouse was built in 1910 and is located in the community of Brentwood. After moving into the home in 1988, owner Robert Cramner says that his family was plagued by unsettling paranormal activity. Among the weird occurrences said to have taken place in the home during their time living there were objects inexplicably moving on their own, religious crosses being destroyed, and blood was even seen running down the walls. Cramner eventually documented his family's spooky experiences in the 2004 book, The Demon of Brownsville Road, the rights to which were recently purchased by New Line Cinema, of course. Having managed to put an end to the paranormal activity in the home back in 2006, thanks to some help from the Roman Catholic Church and outgrowing the spacious residence in the subsequent 13 years of supernatural silence, the family have decided to transform the haunted house into a bed and breakfast. Excuse me, need to hit the blunt. One might think that Cramner is hoping to cash on the building's spooky reputation and draw guests that are looking to experience some kind of paranormal activity. The haunted homeowner actually expressed a rather different take on the matter. "I don't want ghost hunters, spiritualists, or people who here with Ouija boards bringing it all back," he declared. Sorry, there we go. On the contrary, he envisions the clientele to simply be tourists visiting the Pittsburgh area for various events and apparently don't mind staying at a place once dubbed a demon house. Whether that means the guests busted for ghost hunting will be asked to leave is uncertain, but at the very least, such a scenario will likely make for a rather awkward breakfast for the following morning. Okay. Hold on. I guess, hey, whatever works for them. Whatever floats your boat.
All right, let's see. One more here. This is a good one. Go back. Here we go. Mysterious object likened to the Death Star film hovering over New York City. Oh, shit. You get a Death Star. You get a Death Star. New York City's getting a Death Star.
You know, I actually got to hear that before the movie came out, performed by the Pops at Symphony Hall. My godfather had tickets and took me to hear that. It was actually pretty fucking awesome.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, man.
The strange object supposedly changed color as it emerged in the night sky. Baffling footage of a circular object in the sky above New York City has been likened to the Death Star from Star Wars by stunned conspiracy theorists. The video begins with the view of the famous skyline of the city of New York. A bright light then comes into the shot above the buildings as cameraman Mauricio Lopez voices his thoughts. I got something in the sky, a blinking red light, he says. I believe in UFOs, and I think I've got one right now.
Dude,
I mean,
that looks like how an orb, like how people normally take a picture of an orb.
That's what I'm thinking. It's
or the moon with something in front. That looks like, or the moon. That looks like the moon.
Well, to see that perfect, that line right there.
Yeah, but there's something wrong with his camera. It could be a crack in his lens, anything.
No, I think this is like a Photoshop picture of the actual Death Star or something, dude. Because look how shitty that looks and everything. But it's got the actual trench. It's got the actual trench run in it. It's got the freaking. When he zooms in, the object appears to have terrain on its surface shown by the dark and light colors. It also seems to have black light lining striking through, sparking the viewers to say this is not a star either. The object appears to then change color from white to red, and at one point even seems to vanish from the viewing before reappearing. Mauricio posted the footage on YouTube on September 25th and captured UFO over New York City. It has gone viral after being picked up by renowned UFO channel Mavi 777777777. 777. It looks like the Death Star. 11. One viewer wrote, the Death Star refers to the moon-sized shaped station. Yeah, we know what the fucking Death Star is.
It looks more like, remember the tether incident in space? And those things that all came around the tether, that's what that looks like that Millennium Falcon kind of shit-looking thing. Like, that's exactly what that looks like. With a line through it.
That looks like he took it. That's what shit looks like through a fucking telescope and stuff like that. That looks like a fucking picture of Saturn or something, like through a telescope.
Yeah, he probably doesn't know what he's looking at.
Exactly. Like, whatever the fuck it is, it's not a UFO. It's not the fucking Death Star.
It ain't a Death Star, kid. It's not the fucking Death Star. Come on.
Anyway.
Come on. You fucking think that's the Death Star? They would have fucking fired the laser. Would already been fucking gone. Vader would have come down with the fucking stormtroopers who can't fucking shoot. The shit would have been fucking messy. It's not the Death Star, kid.
Lots of UFO news lately, which brings up a good point. Alfie Simmons brought up a point here in the chat. The military, he said he was watching Mirage-Men, which brought up a point that he never thought of, which I don't know why he didn't think. I don't know. I've thought about this. Like we've talked about it before. That the military would want people to think that they had UFOs to distract for weapons that they were working on and shit. Exactly. This whole UFO thing is a distraction. Remember all the conspiracy theories and everything? Like 5-10 years ago, everybody wants a one world government, and they're going to use UFOs as a distraction.
And everyone's going to be microchipped.
And they're going to do this. And then everybody's forgotten all about that. And everybody's like, yeah, UFOs, the government says they're real.
What?
Q, we are all one.
Huh?
Let's build a wall.
What?
Because we're not all getting in as one.
And then you get to SN.
UFOs, the government's going to save us.
And then all y'all get the D. Who want the D? You get the 5D, the 6D, whatever D you want.
So it's like... everybody forgot about this. Everybody forgot that that's the whole the whole UFO thing is a fucking giant psyop.
Motherfuckers act like they forgot about UFOs.
And everybody forgot about all this shit.
No, they didn't forget. They were mind wiped. Their memories were taken away during the Mandela effect, and they forgot. But we will recall these memories and take it back. The fuck?
Like everything that's happening fucking goes to T with which fucking thing is it?
The whole Navy video shit. Everyone's still hopping on. Well, we'll talk about that anyways. We're gonna take a break.
We're gonna talk more about it and stuff. But I just
we
saw his
didn't get a
comment
chance to
before I
last
get too
week.
far away from Alfie's comment there and stuff. But that's some of what we're gonna be talking about tonight.
Yeah, we didn't get a chance last week
UFOs.
because we had a special surprise guest with us. Zen joined us. So.
Yeah, so we're gonna talk about what we didn't talk about last week and go on some more stuff and yeah, that would be some of the stuff we talk about there is how people have forgotten about this whole big huge alien UFO fucking conspiracy thing to fucking get everybody to love the government. They're gonna save us. I love the government.
It's time for y'all to wake up, folks. Wake up. I'm gonna wake you up. Here you go. You've been activated.
All right, we'll
Trigger
be right
sounds.
back though after this quick commercial break.
Hold on, I want to activate David Wilcox. All right, folks. We'll be back. Don't go too far. We won't be gone that long.
Yep.
Look at me, I'm the one that you came for. I'm everything you ever wanted, no change though. I'm the cheddar, the green, the guap and the cream, the bread and the butter, but man made the dough. I'm the reason niggas kill folk and make the lies that you call true. I'm the reason why they call troops and drop bombs on the lands and they call truce. I'm the false truth. The American dream ain't nothing it seems until you believe and make me your king. Be slaved by me and these shackles are free. And they got diamonds, man, look how they bling. I'm the reason why they rap and the reason why they sing. And why niggas told gas just to jack everything. I'm your purpose for living, forget everything but my lies are our truth. Their lies are truth. If you catch us alive on a ride, I provide you with truth. Just listen to the lies are our truth. Their lies are truth. Why you waiting on God to decide and finally realize it was all just a lie? I got my eye on you too, making sure you brainwashed through the YouTube. I'ma get your kids lost in the most views, show them how I boss move, trying to fit in God's shoes. Spitting bars, no lawsuit, but when the consequences fall through, watch it all fall down till the goat don't move. As the violence ensues, I'll broadcast it all on the news and tell you there's no choice but lose. And tell you there's no voice but that of my own. If you value your own, stay quiet or get silenced like phones. I am all in your home. I control what you do, what to buy and consume. I make truth out of lies, and if you don't comply, I send Jacqueline Hyde to make sure that you die. Their lies are true. Their lies are true. If you catch us in the lie, wanna ride, I provide you with truth. Just listen to the lies. Their lies are truth. Their lies are true. Why you waiting on God to decide and finally realize it was all just a lie? How you living is a lie. What you dreaming is a lie. What is best, how you dress, the power is sex. Even every choice is different, false pretense. Because their lies are our truth. Their lies are truth. Why you waiting on God to decide and finally realize it was all just a lie? Say goodbye to everything you knew. You're now faced with the demon in you. I'm the evil that you try to hide. Those thoughts are suicide, homicide, genocide. I'm hated, it's more masochistic. Hades couldn't fathom this shit. I'm the reason why grip exists, bitch. Put me in the room with the purest. Betty coming out like Judas. Show me all the truth and I shoot it. Put holes in the honest man movement. Cause the honest man stupid, yeah, the honest man useless. Ain't no money in the truth. and a love of money is my root. So as long as you dummies stay hungry for the bread like seagulls, I'ma spread evil on the wings of an eagle. I used to be arrows and olives, now it's money and power. I took heroes and scholars and turned them to villains and martyrs. I'm a limitless author. Watch you paint a pic so sick with the blood of your kin and the tears of revenge. Watch my masterpiece unfold in the end. Here, you can see it better if you sitting on these rims. And I'll give you all of this money so you can have all of the influence. And I'll think it's all just so funny cause I gave you the truth. Now look what you do with it. Exactly what I wanted. Keep frontin', hoping eventually it'll mean something. Cause when it's all said and done, what I'll remain to do the same to the next generation of lames that can't love. Their lies are truth. Their lies are our truth. If you conscious and alive, wanna ride, I'll provide you with truth. Just listen to the lies. Their lies are our truth. Their lies are truth. Why you waiting on God to decide and finally realize it was all just a lie? How you living is a lie. What you dreaming is a lie. What is best, how you dress, the power is sex. Even every choice is different, false pretense. Because their lies are our truth. Their lies are truth. Why you waiting on God to decide and finally realize it was all just a lie? To be supreme, what are the odds of it? In a place where our wars define what honor is. Every day we having battles with all kind of shit. But it's up beside the mirror where the challenge lives. Face to face with the ruler of our universe, and we can never see she's reflecting all of our inner work. Our intentions should be something other than riches. Our values don't match our value, we live in a contradiction. Listen, we ask for eternity and we got something more. Now we run away from life just to go to war. Embracing all the struggle like it's a distant brother. Not learning there's no struggle if we embrace each other. But this money got y'all acting different. Ain't no activism, cause activists don't act on a common interest. They want you to choose a side. They divide, you get conquered. The winners get the honor of ranking you as a monster. This is war. Yeah, this is war. Yeah, this is war up in your house, war up in your mind. This is war upon your kids, so this is war with all the time. This is war all in your spirit. Can you hear it? Can you feel it? You can smell it through our pores. Our essence is now a weapon for this war. They telling us his story, but it's not the truth. Let alone even relevant to me or you. Tell them eat your stardust when you rolling through. Cause this body ain't nothing but a cosmic coupe. And that's the very thing these humans try to hide from you. They don't want you to see the God that lies inside of you. In this information war, we're being lied to. Because there is no Messiah that is provided to you. There is no supreme being that lives outside of self. And if you don't believe me, your denial's felt. So who am I to try to empower the powerless? Cause for the truth, I push courage out of a coward's chest. Pull verses from universes to encourage purpose. So every rhyme is like a pregnant virgin, birthing diamonds from a lifeless surface. A rising serpent to the eye. Climb that ladder on a spine as we remind the mind that this is war. Yeah, this is war. Yeah, this is war up in your house, war up in your mind. This is war upon your kids, so this is war with all the time. This is war all in your spirit. Can you hear it? Can you feel it? You can smell it through our pores. Our essence is now a weapon for this war. Paranormal Hood.
You're feeling lucky duck, then press your luck.
We have the paranormal voice of the hood. Jiggy on the hoodie.
You're listening to Paranormal Hood Live Radio with the sound of DJ Ron Glenn. Paranormal Hood.
This is Paranormal Hood. Jiggy on the hoodie. Ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Breathe with me as I crawl through the hood. Paranormal, baby. Here's how we doing it, Paranormal Hood. Paranormal Hood. Paranormal Hood.
Keeping it on lockdown. All world is in the building.
Welcome to my hood. Where ain't nothing normal. You can take a walk in my hood. Where everything paranormal. Everything paranormal. If you're scared of dying, we got something for you. Open up the door, you can be immortal. If you really try to ride, step into the buckle up. I'ma show you where it's at. We gon' burn a couple blunts, we gon' pop a couple caps. I ain't talking about 4-5s from the strap. Psilocybin driving, so we headed off the map. What you know about? Tasting color, seeing sound with a crystalline. Turning nothing into something when we alchemize. Vandalize the lies with the truth. Ain't nobody wanna take shots of this proof. All we ever wanted was the answers. Looking for unique, but our vision keep us phantom. Phantom black man, go ghost writing in a pentagram. I'm from the place where our thoughts meet the program. Not too many open to the power that they hold. Just know that when we shine, it's the reflection of your soul. Supreme beings moving, watch the galaxy implode. We are not alone. If you're not normal, welcome home. Yeah. Welcome to my hood. Where ain't nothing normal. You can take a walk in my hood. Where everything paranormal. Everything paranormal. If you're scared of dying, we got something for you. Open up the door, you can be immortal. If you really trying to rise, step into the I gotta hold on to this feeling. I'll be seeing visions through the folds of the prism. Projecting all wishes, anything I want is given. Paranormal vision, you can call it supervision. Control the superstition, make them wonder how we do it. They seen us in the mud, now we out here making music with the paranormal movement that's stronger than what you deal with. If Jesus was just a fraud, then hallelujah for Judas. Caesar is not the mob, so it just had to be Brutus. They hate when we on our job, cause persecution is useless. Proof that what we doing is more than just making music. Utilizing the truth, drop it off in the hood. Show 'em what's really good, the feeling is understood. We know just what it means to get it by all means. Supreme beings moving, watch reality explode.
We are not alone. If you're not normal, welcome home. Yeah.
Welcome to my
hood. I think Genocide might be the only one that knows all the words to the song thus far. He quoted some of them earlier. I think I'm have him do a video getting crunk with it, getting crazy with it. You can make a Paranormal Hood dance to it.
It's my theme music. Every good hero should have some.
20,000 police in the whole town. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
Smoke weed every day.
Peace of love, everybody out there. This is Paranormal Hood.
Hi, this is Jace, and you're listening to my favorite radio show, Paranormal Hood Live.
I got all those cool ones from Fascination Street. I gotta download to this thing soon.
They're here.
Welcome, foolish mortals.
Welcome aboard the crazy train. It's pulling out of the station. Let's go! What's Hood Hoodies? Welcome back. This is Paranormal Hood Live radio. I could have done that longer too. I hold my breath while I can hold a note longer. It's weird. I can hold a note longer than I can kind of hold my breath. Oh. I don't know. I can. We're back. It's the Garden of Knowledge Studios. I am your host, Jiggy.
I am Smoke King.
And we are chilling here on this Thursday night, ready to talk to you about all things paranormal. Don't decide. Did you hear what I said, though? Because you quoted some of the words. Oh, do you actually know all the words to the song? Because if you're the first one that actually knows all the words to the song, create a video, you would win a prize. You didn't know that, did you? You could wear a costume, maybe around Halloween if you want to do it with a costume on, whatever, and have some fun with it. But yeah, so, you know what I'm saying? What's up, littles? But yes, we're back, folks. It's another Thursday night. Last week, Zen from Unspirituality actually popped in with us unexpectedly, but it was cool to have him with us. So we just dropped everything to accommodate a great guest in an awesome conversation, and it was everything that I knew it would possibly be. It was a rumble in the jungle. But no, it was awesome to have Zen here with us. So we never got to talk about our topic. So we figured we carried over because I think they were kind of important. Because I'll tell you something. I'm going to say I told you so for anybody who thought differently about the whole Storm Area 51 thing. But post the Storm Area 51 apocalypse, it just didn't go down like some folks thought it was going to. It really wasn't the party that everybody thought it was going to be. And the funny thing, it was because they thought the festival was going to pop off. And then when the festival got canceled, people kind of lost the wind in their sails, didn't they? You think if folks would have still went there and made their own festival, though, fuck it, but whatever. But yeah, so
some people tried.
They tried, but it definitely didn't go off the way they wanted to. Small arrests, like small pockets of a few people, I guess, got arrested, whatever. I haven't heard any blowback stories because I assume at some point people are talking about there'll be the mysteries of the people who disappeared and the ones who they'll say the government snatched or the alien snatched, whatever. I haven't heard those kind of stories either, but it just seemed like it's just really, really anticlimactic. Like I thought that in some ways that people would go there and make a little bit more noise, but it was just some clown shit and it was a bust, pretty much. That's what I knew it was going to be. What are you going to do? What did they really think they're going to do? The festival idea, okay, that would have been cool, but then they just would have had to have a festival there every year. No one was going to get all those people together unless you gave some kind of mass fucking drug to all these folks that would make them listen to you to actually get them to run and fucking Naruto run or whatever the fuck it is.
One dude did?
One dude did? He ran past the one that ran past the reporter.
That one dude?
That was awesome.
He gave it his all, dude. He was fucking flying.
That was awesome. That reporter's talking. That dude just run past and shit. He was gone. He didn't make it anywhere. Well, maybe he did. Maybe we just didn't see it off camera. Maybe he made it in.
He made it a little ways off camera. He ran out of breath. It's like, fuck it. It's like, that's
that was
it.
Cool.
I'm done.
That was his Baba Booey and shit. That was his way of Baba Booey. That was awesome, though. That thing was funny as hell. But yeah, it was a total bust. Experiment? I don't mind you asking because I got to make sure I know who you're addressing. All right. So if you're, we have to go. Everybody else kind of does. If your comments are for us, either add us at which is a lot of shit to have to add. So just put it in capitals then, so I know if you're talking amongst yourself, you're asking questions. Because I don't know if you're asking if the whole thing was an experiment to see what would happen. I don't know out of mind. So you have to be a little bit more specific, please.
Well, if that's what she's saying, I'd say again, yes, all this UFO shit, everything that's going on, how it's building up, and what's happening is all part of what we've been saying for a long time now. It's all part of a big, giant psyop and stuff. We played the video of William Cooper, Bill Cooper, talking about how they fucking played him all those years and he was in the military and he was all in on this stuff until he fucking finally started to figure it out and figured out that it's all bullshit. It's all a big, huge con.
It's bullshit. Bullshit.
Even him being a member of the United States military, they were using PSYOP stuff on him and his unit and other people like him and stuff, telling him about these UFOs and stuff, telling him him one thing, and then telling another unit of these other people other things. And just fucking with everybody's heads and stuff like that. To get these people to think that this shit is real.
But Storm Area 51 was, I don't think that was a psyop. I just think that was somebody trying to be
it's all
clever.
part of it could have been that kid fucking who started it that got talked to by the FBI and everything. Could have been the FBI.
And didn't he end up getting sponsored by Budweiser and shit for his
all this
festival?
stuff all of a sudden starts popping off of this one thing. That quick, I mean, I know it's this day and age with social media and everything like that, but it just seemed a little, all those things like that. It just is. You got all this stuff now. I mean, we've seen that video for fucking months and months, and now so the military's like, yeah, it's a unidentified aerial phenomenon.
Yeah, let's switch it up and add some new words to it.
We're gonna change up the words. We're gonna do this right here.
Yeah. Listen, most people who watch the videos, when I watch those two videos, speaking of the UAPs too, because there's something else that kind of melts into this, is I was more not impressed by the videos themselves, because again, unidentified flying object, aerial phenomenon, whatever the fuck you want to call it, but more of what was going on between the two pilots who were talking.
Yeah,
and you could clearly
that's what
hear
I'm
them.
saying.
They're talking to each other like, "Oh, well, wait a minute, is that a beep 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 beep?"
And they block all that out
Right.
because they're like, "Oh, is that one of our experimental things?" They're like, "No, I
Exactly.
don't think that's one. I don't know, man." And, you know, and they have this little conversation, which most of it is blocked out and everything, and then the rest of it they let you hear. So what were they talking about? And now these guys were in the fucking those were Navy pilots, right?
I believe they were the Navy.
Okay,
pilots.
so they know the Navy has some type of experimental plane that they bleeped out or whatever. But what does the Army have?
Or what does the Air Force?
What does
have?
the Air Force have? You know what I
What
mean?
does the Coast Guard have?
What is whatever one of these other branches of the military have that they're working on that they don't tell they don't tell the other fucking branches what the fuck they're doing and shit. They don't give a fuck.
Well, that's the thing too, is you test pilots under conditions. You know, you're going to, if those things existed, you would say, well, what would our pilots do if they encountered this stuff or whatever? What would their reaction be? How would they handle it? How would our planes react to it? What kind of
that's the
maneuvers
other
can
thing.
they
Like
do and
what
stuff?
William Cooper was saying is he thinks that's a lot of it. How that why they told them a lot of the stuff they're doing to see how they react. Are they going to keep their mouth shut? Are they going to go running their mouths and stuff? Are they going to do this? Are they going to do that? It's ways that they test them and everything like that. You know, can we really let this guy know these secrets and stuff? So we'll test him. We'll put him out there on a fucking boat and shit, and we'll fucking make some shit out there look like UFOs and see what goes on.
There's also videos of stuff that even and we've said this before, companies that are testing, Lockheed Martin testing these drones that are multi-firing drones. I don't know if I'm saying this right, but they have thrust, or what do you call it, like engines with thrust on different parts of these things that allow them to do maneuver in various ways and stuff. These aren't your typical
all kinds
drones.
of stuff. Exactly. So you have all the military fucking shit that they're fucking working on experimenting. You have all the, Lockheed Martin and stuff. These people are fucking doing it. Then look at how many drone companies there are alone, just fucking testing drones and stuff out there. There's hundreds, there's thousands and thousands of drone companies now. They got to test their fucking drones somewhere, somehow.
And what about those
And their
eggheads who are sitting
technology
around
is getting
taking those
better and
drones
better
and
and
scooping
shit.
them up?
I've seen some people out there with some fucking DJI drones and stuff at night. I'm like, holy fuck, that chick. If I didn't know that she was flying this drone right now, I would say that's a goddamn UFO. I'm like, holy fuck. Especially if you're far enough away from the thing, you'd be like, what the fuck is that? So
somebody soups up the lights, put some different things on it. If you
a
watch
lot of
those
the stuff,
extreme
like,
drone
that people
tests,
are
they can do
seeing,
sick things.
that can be explained and stuff. But now there are some stuff that people are seeing, like these Navy pilots are seeing, but it's not necessarily a fucking alien UFO. It's an unidentified flying object. We don't know what it is, but it's not of this. And this is how the government is keeping these secrets and shit. And this is how it plays out, part of the thing. Remember the whole Project Bluebeam? They're gonna stage an alien invasion and all this stuff and everything. This is how it all starts. This is the beginning of it. They're like, oh, there's some alien crafts flying around. We think they're friendly. Mm-hmm. Little time goes by, and all of a sudden there's a little battle with the aliens, and then oh my god, the whole entire world's being attacked. Everybody, the government's gotta save you.
Genocide, you already know. We've talked about that Pepsi Black Knight satellite shit.
Well, here's the whole thing with that, because we know that the Black Knight satellite is fucking bullshit anyway. So exactly, why would they do that whole entire thing? That's more of putting it in your head that, oh, okay, this big, huge company out there is like, hey, look at this. We know about the Black Knight satellite. Look at this. Let's do this stuff, and the aliens will come and help us.
And give them a Pepsi.
They're going to come and help us in the New World Order government.
We'll have the other Jenner. What's Kylie's sister's name? Kendall. We'll have Kendall give them a Pepsi when they get here. See how that worked out. That whole thing, that commercial, that was funny because they spent some serious money. They had all those actors in it. I thought it was I thought they were going to release a movie or something based on it. Nothing. They just created that little commercial and it didn't kind of go anywhere. And maybe it didn't have the overall effect they thought it would, but it was just weird. But yeah, just more ways of planting shit in your head and having a connection to some shit that may or may not exist.
And if you believe William Cooper, and I do, because we've sat here and we've watched the videos on him, and I've read stuff, and you can trace it back because he says that he had the speech, and I can't find that goddamn thing where I had the thing about the speech and everything besides him saying it. But there's other stuff leading it, that this group of elite people and everything, and that's when the speech that Reagan plagiarized and other people have used was early in the 1900s and stuff. And if you look at the history of UFOs and UFO sightings and the stuff like that and how it's grown slowly from that point. Before that point, nothing.
Nada. Zip, zilch.
After that point, though,
there's UFOs everywhere.
Everywhere.
Oh
all
my
of a
God.
sudden, all over the place.
You start to see UFOs all the time.
Mostly in the United States, starting off in the United States, then United Kingdom and stuff. And you know what I mean? And then it kind of spreads out. If you go back and you trace, I'm telling you, go and look at fucking MUFON's fucking their bullshit records of all their stuff and going back as far as you can and start looking in newspapers and you start going back. It's stuff all goes back into the early 1900s, around the time when these people was plotting and fucking scheming to do their fucking shit, whatever the fuck that is that they're up to.
If disclosure was upon us, right, and it was readily right now, and this was happening, this is the thing I don't get. There's almost 8 billion people on the planet. We can't even imagine how many people have cell phones, other devices, various ways to record. Now, everybody has a phone pretty much in there, a camera in their pocket at all times. There would be millions. Not a few, not a couple, but there'd be millions of people posting everyday videos of UFOs.
Especially with the way that people talk about fucking seeing UFOs and all this stuff. I mean, it's just, it's like fucking... The Earth is a UFO fucking rest stop or some shit. This is where everybody pops off and they fucking fuel up before the fucking next leg of their journey into the next galaxy or wherever the fuck they're going. I mean, so many people. I mean, just go and look at some of the... just Google fucking types of UFOs. And how many different shapes and fucking types and things that people have seen. It's like, holy, there's more fucking types of UFOs than there's ever been fucking types of cars on this planet. Just think of that's including concept cars.
Oh, there's a
Just
UFO
think
chart.
about
I've seen
that.
it. I've seen
Just
the chart.
think about that. That many different types of UFOs are fucking coming here to fucking Earth. There's that many fucking aliens flying around, and none of them have been like, yeah, we're just gonna stay around and let everybody know we're fucking here. They all just pop off. They let one or two people fucking see them, and then they fucking gone. Think about that. Just really think about that.
People have cameras mounted on
Logically
their
think about
dashboards,
that.
on their
Rationally
homes.
think about that. And it's just, it's like, no, it's just,
you know
it's
what's
not
crazy?
happening.
Yo, you know what I saw on a Ring doorbell? I've seen people like getting kidnapped. I've seen people eating people's stuff they're delivering. I've seen people getting robbed, stealing packages and everything. But all those things I still haven't seen yet. UFO. Like, there's just cameras everywhere. And we're not even talking about cameras facilitated by governments or local whatever, your local municipalities and all that type of stuff. We're talking about actual people with cameras in their pocket. Because I know, and I'm pretty sure anybody here would have
cameras
it
on
out.
their houses, pointed everywhere, all over the place. And just think, all these people that are seeing all these UFOs, none of these UFOs are landing?
Nope.
Okay, some of them do, because people have been abducted by aliens. And all these people that are abducted by aliens, again, the aliens are fucking always different. They're never the same. They might be similar in a way to these other aliens.
He was off grayish, man.
But they're not all the fucking same. There's more races of fucking aliens fucking coming to this planet than there is races of people and fucking animals. It's just fucking absolutely ridiculous when you
Earth
think about
is
it.
cool. Everybody wants to be like the human beings. We're trendsetters throughout the galaxy. Hello.
Well, then why don't they stick around? They come here.
They can't.
I think it's the opposest. Earth isn't cool, and they're like
I
show
know.
up, and they're like, no,
Nope.
nope,
Nope.
gotta go.
I'm good.
Yep.
All they gotta do, they'll pull up. They'll be like, "Oh, that planet looks really cool from a distance," and they pull up. Wait a minute,
Bunch of
whoa.
mindless fucking apes there.
We're out. We're good. See you later.
No, they got
Bee
some more-
Gees. But that's the thing. We've
got
had
some more-
we've had sightings together. We've had sightings on investigations. We've had personal sightings and stuff like that. But I have not sighted other than Sam Cassell, who I think might be an alien still after all these years. I'm still gonna pick on Sam Cassell. But I've never seen an alien. I've never seen a craft land.
I've seen a lot of unidentified flying objects. That doesn't mean it was aliens. That's people automatically assume alien when you say UFO. Now, what I saw, it could have been a plane. I just wasn't able to identify it from the distance that I was and at night and everything. Could have been during the day sometimes when I've seen stuff flying around and stuff. You're just not able to identify everything with the human eye and stuff, even with cameras and high-tech cameras and zooming in and stuff. Good cameras. And sometimes it's still so far where you can't see it. I mean, the distances, it turns into a little blurry thing, and it's flying. It looks like it's doing all this crazy shit, but what? Oh, it was a fucking seagull? God damn it. You know what I mean?
It was a bat?
So, it was a bat. I mean, all kinds of stuff that we've seen, and then it turns out to be fucking, you know.
Tandem night jumping, all kinds. There's just
I mean,
variables.
so many things that could be, then people just automatically assume that something in the sky that they can't identify is a fucking alien spaceship. Now, that's the other thing. If you know it's an alien spaceship, it's not a UFO. It's identified now.
Yep.
It's identified as an alien spacecraft. So again, this whole entire thing, it's just a bunch of word salad. People just toss together a bunch of words and they don't even understand what they're talking about or what they're saying. Well, yeah, I seen an alien UFO. Oh, you did? Wow, tell me more about that. I'd love to fucking hear about it. I believe everything that you're saying right now. An alien UFO. You mean alien spacecraft? No, it was an alien UFO.
Yeah, I saw an airplane UFO.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Mm-hmm. I seen a drone UFO too. Mm-hmm. Yep. I even seen a helicopter UFO. Guess what else I seen? A blimp UFO.
Holy shit, that's a lot of goddamn aliens.
Said hood on it.
Fucking a hood alien?
I thought they were making fun of us, man.
Hood?
They said hood. I was like, oh, what's up? Y'all down? Well, yo, I seen a UFO blimp, and it said hood on the side of it. I was waiting for it to say, you know, Jiggy's a pimp, maybe. What's up, Raphael? What's up, Dex? Good to see you. Peace and love. Yes, folks. So, I don't know.
So, yeah, I mean, we believe there's aliens out there. I definitely believe there's aliens somewhere out there. There's UFOs. I mean, there's alien spacecraft flying around somewhere out there in the universe and stuff. I just don't think they're anywhere fucking close to here. Anywhere close to here. And I don't think they've ever been here. Maybe passed by at one point in time in the fucking billions of years that we've been here. But there's, when you think about it, the Earth is real tiny. We'll scale it up a little bit. The solar system that the Earth is in is nothing but a goddamn speck of dust in a pile of all the dust on Earth. Just think about all the fucking dust on Earth. If it was all piled together, trying to find our solar system in the middle of that. It's all that's. I mean, and of all that, everything out there, boom, everybody's coming to Earth.
Good luck.
Like Earth, boom, let's go to Earth because there's a bunch of fucking people. They don't even know how to get off their planet, so let's go laugh at them. We'll all go there. Everybody, everywhere we go, we'll tell them all about Earth and every fucking alien planet out there. Because there's got to be millions, billions of fucking alien fucking planets out there. There's got to be all those different types of things out there when you run the numbers and do the math and stuff on the amount of fucking stars that are out there, and the solar systems and the planets, and it's just fucking mind blowing. The average person can't think of it, so they just go aliens. They're like, oh, it's got to be aliens. Oh, I believe it. I mean, it's Earth. We live here. It's great, right?
And play Jenga.
This is the best planet ever.
And they made sticks and stone stuff, and made stuff with rocks and everything, and built pyramids and everything. It's so cool. They're more likely if they were out there, they're out there with a fucking cloaking devices, watching us, like laughing their ass off. They like eating alien popcorn and shit, smoking alien weed, just looking down, laughing and shit, having a good old time. We're just a reality show for them. We're entertainment. Just saying. Believe there's aliens. I'm just waiting for one to actually see something that I know I can identify as an alien. Not a human being like Sam Cassell and other people I've seen throughout my years who I think are kind of alien-ish.
A real spacecraft coming down.
Just chill. Just bam, oh, what up?
Come walking out. What's going on?
Yeah.
Or they can come out and be like, bleep, bloop, bloop. I like that. Bloop,
or they
bloop.
might come out and say nothing. They might just be in your mind like, hello.
Whatever. I don't know. Some shit.
Maybe they won't talk. Maybe they use sign language. Maybe they'll teach me their language and I can teach. I don't really know. I wish I knew ASL, but maybe they could teach me like their sign language or something. Whatever. But they're just
And
cool
the other
alien.
thing is, I love how everybody just everybody just thinks that all these aliens from all these different fucking worlds are able to come to our fucking planet and fucking survive here on this planet. Just because we can survive here doesn't mean everything else is going to be able to come here and survive. Maybe that's why they dip real quick. They're like, can't breathe, get back on the ship, I'm out. You know what I mean? Aliens from other planets could fucking be breathing in fucking methane or some shit. Who the fuck knows? They could have mercury for blood. We don't fucking know. There's all kinds of crazy shit that could be out there in this fucking giant universe.
Yeah, they might not be able to leave their own planet because nothing. They might not have the ability to breathe.
Like us,
any kind of apparatus or anything. Who knows?
And if they do and everything, they're not going to come here to mine gold. If they got the capability and the technology to leave and fucking traverse the fucking galaxy and shit, they're not going to come here.
And here's the thing. If you created slaves to just mine gold, you remember how the world used to work when they used to make, everybody do a task or whatever? We wouldn't have a society where we're out here doing all this other stuff. I'm pretty sure those aliens who are the overseers and overlords who just want us to mine the monatomic gold, what else, them would just have you doing that, wearing loincloth and shit and barely.
They wouldn't have taught us how to write.
And be sitting here with fucking technology and everything. Yeah, no.
Because the aliens gave us all this technology. They gave us all this knowledge. Our slave masters, right? They're like, yeah, slaves. We should teach them how to write.
Right.
Let's teach them how to do math. Let's teach them how to do all this kind of stuff.
Because we know how human beings treat their slaves. Where would they have learned that from? Would they have learned that from their masters or something? Yeah, no, we wouldn't live these lives. We wouldn't be comfortable and shit. That doesn't even make sense. We're not productive in that way. There's not enough people out there mining them. When there's 8 billion people almost on this planet, you don't think they wouldn't? We would mine the gold by now. It's been gone. Motherfuckers had their planet cool. Fuck out of here. Someone keeps talking about that, asking me about the Anunnaki's return. Someone posted me on that shit and said, well, it's about as plausible as Jesus. I said, you're absolutely correct. I'm waiting for both of them to fucking return. You preaching to the choir. Like, you didn't say anything to me that was shocking. I'm telling you, that's the idea that at this point in my life, I still, at 49 years old, have waited for Jesus to come back. Now waiting for Anunnaki, waiting for everybody. No one's coming back. They ain't come back yet. I ain't seen them yet. I ain't seen near one of them. They said that to me like the Anunnaki story about gold. If you read in the metaphor, it's a classical analytical metaphor. Mine gold from below and raise it up. So what? As I can't talk tonight. My voice.
Well, that's just Adam. I mean, no offense, Alfie, because the whole Anunnaki story about the gold and everything is a bullshit made-up story by Zachariah Stitchin, and then you just added on the alchemetic thing. I mean, you could fucking maybe Stitchin was smart enough to fucking make it that in there, but I highly doubt it. You know what I mean? Because, again, that's all that is. It's just made-up bullshit by Zachariah Stitchin. Not a goddamn fucking shred of truth or any of that Anunnaki bullshit. And you can prove it all. Anybody can fucking go and look it up. They have a whole entire codex of all the known Sumerian words and stuff and what they mean and how they're used and what they can do. And you can take a bunch of fucking words and stuff. Actually, you can go and you can find the scripts where it actually says the word and it actually doesn't say Anunnaki. I forget how they actually say it and spell it and everything like that. It's not the Stitchin spelling and stuff like that. And it doesn't mean what it means. And if you use the meaning that Stitchin says it means, it doesn't make sense where the words are actually found in the fucking codex and all the stuff and on the scrolls and on the tablets and everything where these fucking words are found. If you use the way Stitchin says it, it makes no sense at all. If you use the proper meaning to the fucking word in these things, in the text that they're in, it makes perfect sense. The whole thing is bullshit. Yeah, if you read most things from an alchemical point of view, Alfie, it's you can get out. That's what alchemy is noticing the points of transformation and stuff like that, and how everything is. You can pick that out in everything. Is noticing the change of everything and understanding how all that works and stuff like that. You can find that in just about anything. But yeah, it's just so much bullshit in there. Like all of that stuff. And the reason why these people get away with doing it, because nobody's going to go and actually look up like I've done and everything and actually look this stuff up and actually go and fucking into the codex and stuff and type in these words and find all this stuff out. They're just going to take somebody's word for it. Just like if everybody's going to believe the fucking Epic of Gilgamesh is really about fucking aliens and giants and all this other fucking bullshit that it fucking that people say it is. Because who's going to really read that? Do you know how hard it is to read that shit? And anyway, most of it's not even fucking. It's made up bullshit. Because they don't have the whole thing. They've only found bits and pieces of the story, and then they've put it together, and they've tried to fill in the gaps and everything like that. So when you're trying to read all this shit, it's like, it's fucking, it doesn't, you know what I mean? That's why people are just like, aliens! They start to read it, they're like, yeah, I'm going to take this dude's word for it. Yeah, I read the Epic of Gilman, I know all this, the book of Enoch and all, everything.
No, wait a minute. You know,
So
the
if
Law
you
of
take all
One
this
is my
stuff
book.
that these people are saying about this stuff, and you actually put it back into the actual languages that it was originally written and everything, and these translations that the people have, it doesn't translate. It doesn't do it. It's just all a bunch of bullshit.
Bullshit. Bullshit. Don't fall for bullshit. Don't do this. Niet.
To get people to believe in fucking aliens and UFOs. I think that they're coming back to save us.
Well, no, you can still. It's not. A,
I
there's
mean,
nothing
it's not
wrong
about
with believing in it.
and in that.
It's just weeding through the
that
bullshit
they're
to try to
here.
find the truth. All the
It's that
science
they're
fiction
here
and
and they're
fantasy
coming back
shit.
to save us and
Yeah.
all this stuff and the Puru and everything. It's all this stuff, all the stories is all about. Look, even the Corey Good story, the Blue Avians. They're here. They're watching over us. They're gonna step in at any time now and they're gonna save us, just like Jesus.
Yeah.
Just like fucking all these other things.
Everybody's
The
coming back to
Palladians,
save
you know, there's the whole alliance. What is it? The Sphere Being Alliance.
Sphere Being Alliance.
But besides that,
the Fair Alliance.
The Galactic Federation of Light, or whatever it was. They got the grid, and they're all protecting Earth and everything.
Yeah,
like
and they
that.
live by the code, man.
They're just
like,
sitting
they
here
can't
watching us
intervene,
kill
they can't
ourselves,
do
dying.
Stuff, you know. Wait, what is it? What is that code from
Disease.
Star Trek? What do they call it?
When they're gonna step in?
What is the code from Star Trek? Come on, brain. It's the laws they have to live by. Why they can't intercede in certain societies and stuff, and have to let things kind of figure things on their own. There's a word for it in Star Trek. The Prime Directive.
Oh yeah,
that's what it is. The Prime Directive. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah.
So that's why they can't really step in until they can step in, because if they
But,
step in before they step
like
in,
we were just talking about earlier,
don't
our
step in.
prime directive is somebody's in need. You got to step in. I'm an alien. I'm just sitting above some planet. People are dying and shit. I'm just gonna sit there and be like, I got all this technology here. I could save the whole planet. I'm just like, no. Prime directive is can't step in. No,
my business.
I don't think so. I think that's some more bullshit.
Yeah. Those aliens who are so intelligent and care about us, and they've been coming back since, when did David Wilcox first say? 99, 2000, right? At this point, according to David Wilcox, though, well, the time traveler, excuse me, because I don't know if we're supposed to confuse those as the same people. You don't know about the time traveler. He knows about the time traveler, trust me. Everyone here knows what I'm talking about. When is it going to happen? Still waiting. All my life, 49 years, Jesus, nobody. And I don't know anybody he's came back for. All these people waiting for Jesus, none of them actually said, no, Jesus came back. I met him the other day. He was chill. We had coffee at Starbucks. We had a good conversation. He's around. You'll see him. No aliens, nothing. Let me know when they're coming back. Ascension, all of it. It's all supposed to keep happening.
I believe aliens will show up before fucking Jesus does.
I bet you the Avengers will show up before.
The aliens showing up on the planet at some point in time in the next fucking however many billions of years the Earth is going to be around is more believable than Jesus coming back from the dead.
Watch. I bet you the Avengers will show up before all of them.
Probably.
Iron Man, Thor.
Well, they already have. That dude built the whole Iron Man suit and shit.
Yeah, like I said, the Avengers will show up before any of them.
He's got
will.
fucking Captain America's shield and
guess
shit.
who's going to be inside all those Avengers suits? Human beings. The superheroes. The ones everybody's so afraid of. So afraid to be superheroes ourselves. So afraid to be able to save ourselves, to take care of ourselves. Always had to fucking look for something else to do it. Good fucking luck. Oh my God, you know what? We gotta be careful. Oh, I'm smoking weed. Yeah. Anybody else in the chat smoking weed? Well, it seems to be a trend lately. You know, everybody seems to be getting high now. Even people who didn't get high before. We're very critical of people getting high now. You notice that?
Yeah, a lot of people
I noticed that.
high.
Yeah. I mean, it's good. Nothing wrong with getting high. What do you say?
Not wrong getting high.
No, but you know, a lot of people who say not to get high, and what do they like to call it? They call it dope.
Yeah.
I think the word is dope. They refer to it as dope. Now, you know, if you know anything about the opioid epidemic and stuff like that, that's real dope. So that's dope. That's what you really should focus on. Weed's not dope. But it's just funny that, I don't know, lately I've been looking around and stuff and watching YouTube videos and doing different things, and it seems like everybody's getting high, and I'm cool with that. Maybe they'll chill the fuck out.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we're always high, so
Yeah.
I mean,
but we get shit talked and shit, you know, kicked at us because we're always high. You know, because we clearly can't make good decisions and we don't know what we're talking about because we're always high.
Wow.
It's weird. But everybody's getting high now. Cheers. Enjoy. Get high. You're high as fuck, Genocide. Good. You also ate a brownie. Yeah, that's the way it is. But I don't remember any of y'all ever talking shit about people who smoke weed or having a problem with marijuana at all. Or edibles or anything else. Of unexplained origins. Yeah, exactly. There's no proof of Jesus. There's no proof of any of these historical fucking biblical or whatever the fuck you want to call it. These people supposedly existed. I would just more to believe that Jesus was just some dude who walked around who was just a con man.
I thought they found like a Jesus. Wasn't he black or something like that?
No, he would have probably been.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I thought he was. I thought they found,
you know,
like,
someone of color. He wasn't a white dude with blonde hair and everything. You know what I mean?
He wasn't.
Flowing locks.
Wasn't David Wilcox? Because David Wilcox said he's everybody's daddy, right? Wasn't he the original white man? Oh, wait, that's what he says. Or would that make him Adam? Well, no, I'm quoting this man, actually. Who's your daddy? That's what he said. He said that he is the original white man, that, you know, he is the reincarnation of, yeah. And, okay.
Fuck up.
Oh, dude, I'm not even bullshitting. And he has an album out.
Really?
Oh, yeah. If we get a chance later, maybe we'll play a little music before we end the show. It'll actually put you to sleep. If you need to go to sleep, this is the best. Don't try to have sex after this music, though. This is not baby making music. This is like, you know, dunk your head underwater and drown yourself kind of music. Pull your eyeballs out, you know, different orifices start bleeding from listening to that music. Sorry. Who's your daddy? What's up, Enjoy Being?
Yeah.
All right, I'm sick of the chat. You don't do the dope stuff? That mean do you smoke weed, though? Weed won't anymore? I hope you're talking about dope, because weed isn't dope. I don't know where that whole shit came from. These motherfuckers called it dope. They called it dope so that they could fucking fuck with people for smoking it and make it, in most cases, it was more criminally charged as far as what you would get charged for than fucking cocaine and
Well, a lot of people back in the day used to just call any drugs dope because a lot of people did them with dopes for doing when they did them and stuff. You know what I mean? So a lot of people just there's older people and stuff that just will call any drugs dope. Like you on that dope? they don't even know what one they're talking about. They just think you're high on something.
Nah, I just had a Budweiser case. Well, I don't do dope. I'm not a dope. We don't act dopey, so fuck all that. Hey.
Smoke
weed every day.
Every day.
You want to hit this before you go? Smoke weed, yo. Everybody's doing it, folks. So that's what makes it cool. I'm glad to see that some folks are smoking weed now. And
It's good to see other channels catching on.
Yeah, finally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Doing it for a long time now.
Yeah.
See how...
What, 6.5 years?
Other people doing it?
We've been smoking weed, since it was. Oh, but too, we're not, we actually smoke weed live too, though. Not everybody does that.
Yeah.
They don't smoke weed live because
they don't want everybody to know.
Right, they don't want anybody to know. But then they don't realize that they're high and that anybody who's been smoking weed for a long time, like us, would recognize people when they're high and they're stoned. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean,
it's shocking. You're like, oh my God, look, they're high.
If you're high and I don't know,
yeah,
something's wrong with me.
The dope has evolved over the decades. Yep, that heroin, that fentanyl, that meth, and all that shit, that dope has gotten worse. It's horrible, that dopey stuff. Exactly. Yep. Smoking before it was legal. Been smoking for a long time. I even quit for a long time and got back into it. So shit. Xanax saying weed's bad. Yeah, exactly. Motherfuckers will do everything else with them. Don't smoke that weed. Fuck out of here. Well, like I said, I'm just glad to see other channels and other people catching on and just, maybe it'll relax people and everything. And maybe once they start smoking some more weed, they'll be cool. They'll level them out. And then they'll have a different opinion of it. They'll understand. You used to smoke. Heaps? What the hell is a heap?
A whole bunch.
Oh, I got you. Remember, I thought it was like a particular thing. I don't know. It's different. Yeah, I didn't smoke for a long time. Jiggy didn't do much but drink. I didn't do anything. And then brain surgery. Well, yeah. And now weed it's a part of the whole process. And it doesn't make us dopey. We're not dopes. It actually makes life interesting and help put my fucking brain back together. If it wasn't for weed, all them fucking drugs and shit them motherfucking doctors had me on, fuck all that. I don't never want to be back there. So whoever got a problem with weed, whatever. But apparently people don't have a problem with weed anymore. So cool. We'll see. We'll see if people start to practice what they preach. Smoked almost every day since November 1991. Wait, you were 12 years old in November 12th. Maybe you're saying that exact date. Okay. Cause I was like, you were 12 in 91?
I've been smoking since like 91, 92, somewhere around there.
Well, I started smoking. How old was I? 11. So that would have been 81.
This is like I wasn't even born yet.
You wasn't even thought of when I first started smoking. I was 11 years old. That was 1981, and then I quit like when I was a teenager, and all that interim like 25 years, maybe 26 years. No, a little bit longer.
It was just before I turned 12, so it was like 91, going like
Yeah, and then I started back in 2006. You couldn't smoke weed in my house. You couldn't smoke weed around me unless you were my client, unless you were getting paid. But very few of the people I ever really actually dealt with. There's a lot of people, especially reggae artists I did security over the years for, you would think were weed smokers, who lived in Jamaica and stuff, were not at all. They were actually cool to be around. And there was one or two of them who would smoke weed, but they would always kind of, because weed was, it was still frowned upon, even most places here. So it was always kind of on the low. Well, now, like, you go places like Cali and everything. That's just what makes it kind of cool, too, though. Like, it's integrated into our society in some places where people just aren't uptight about it. I just hope the rest of the country.
Those weed bars.
Open a weed bar? They just opened the first one somewhere. I think it's somewhere in Cali, possibly, or Washington or something. I just read it, but that's what it's little by little. It's going to, maybe weed cinemas, all that shit. Like, you can go to fucking cinema and smoke a fucking blunt and shit and watch a fucking movie. How fucking dope would that be? Not before the movie, while you're watching the fucking movie. Shit like that. But we'll see. Little by little. Listen, I'm just glad they fucking legalized it in our state and some of the other states that we go to and stuff, and that they're all starting to move in it. What, it is Los Angeles? Yeah. Maybe next time I go to LA.
Cool.
I might go to LA in February.
You can smoke in there?
Yeah.
Yeah. I might actually, maybe when I go to LA, because that's
I wonder if they're going to change smoking laws.
Well, it's going to have to be private stuff. Like in Massachusetts, that's the problem. Like in order that, well, I don't want to go into the fucking laws of all this, but yeah, they'll little by little, they'll just change things. It'll be private stuff though, which the only.
Yeah, it already is. Like my cousin, he goes, there's one in Worcester. I forgot what the heck it's called. And you pay a membership fee or whatever and everything, and you just go in and you smoke.
Yeah,
a bunch of people. It's like a bar, but everybody's just smoking. Nobody's drinking. There's no drinking.
Oh, that's cool.
It's just you got to pay a fee for every month or whatever, and you can just go down and go in whenever you want.
Yeah.
Everybody's just smoking.
The world is a-changing. Hollywood has a D3 theater with weed smoking. That is fucking awesome, Blaine for Life. Thank you for sharing that with us. See, that's what I'm saying, shit like that. Like, imagine seeing a cool fucking movie high as fuck. See UFO Gandalf, I feel bad for Amsterdam, because I will tell you, there's a couple, which I'm fucking retarded on one, well, stupid, I won't use that word, but stupid or dumb on one of them. But Amsterdam was one of those places, for years, I said, fuck it, if I was going to smoke, I'll go to Amsterdam and do it, because it's legal, have the experience. Now I can give a fuck, like, whatever. But, and the other one was Joshua Tree. But I went to, when I was in Irvine or wherever the fuck I was in Cali last year, I didn't realize how close I was to Joshua Tree, because when I arrived, it was at night and I was tired, so I slept on the fucking ride from LA to fucking to where I was going, and didn't realize till on the way back to the airport when I was leaving that Joshua Tree was literally like a few exits away from where I was, because I absolutely wouldn't have went out there. So that place I'll still go visit eventually. Went there in 2002. But yeah, so things are changing, folks, when it comes to weed, and we're happy. I got no problem with it. And things are changing with psilocybin too, so hey, no complaints. It's actually hologram theater. It's located on Hollywood Boulevard. Well, next time I go to Cali, maybe I need to do. I didn't get to do any exploring. I was there for an event and a Conscious Life Expo, and I literally just stuck there. And Josh Witry, Jiggy still hasn't found what he's looking for. Are you singing that while you're saying that out loud? You're 43 until December. Should I be 50 in February? That's why I'll probably be in Cali, because I don't know when Conscious Life falls this year. I have to look and see, but I know most likely I'll go back to Conscious Life. So if it's during my birthday again, then I'll spend my 50th in Cali. And then maybe I would go to Joshua Tree, but that's like a 3-hour drive from there. So I don't know, whatever. I can't smoke and drive. I get really paranoid. You mean at the same time? I've never smoked and driven. Like, I've never smoked and like been smoking and been behind the wheel of a car ever. I just don't. Not something I don't know. Doesn't fancy me. But I'm not. I just not.
I
something
smoke weed like cigarettes, so obviously you know the answer to that one for me. Unless my kid's in the car, I have a fucking blunt in my mouth. I get in the car and then I like light up a blunt everywhere I go, unless I have my kid with me.
Yo, Alfie, see, you said I don't know, but it was weird. Okay, so. I don't think when I went to the dispensaries, the weeds the boutiques maybe you're talking about, because the weed at the dispensaries wasn't bad. It wasn't ridiculous. I thought they were like going to be like murder me on price wise, but it was pretty cool. I was like, whatever. I'm a 69er Jiggy, sweet. No, I'm a 1970. I was born 1970, literally. February 25th, 1970. So I'll be 50 in February. If it was this year, I'd be 69. But yeah, it's 2020. So I just missed it. But hey, I like the 70s, 80s, 90s. There was some cool fucking times, man. 80s were fucking awesome. For all y'all who were kids in the 80s, I mean, y'all still know what the 80s were like because you got it from a kid's experience. But I was a teenager through most of the 80s. Well, yeah. So the 80s were fucking awesome. And here we are in a world where, when back then I thought aliens and all that type of stuff was science fiction. I didn't know if they were real. I didn't know if I believed in any of that type of stuff. I didn't really know where my stance was. It all just kind of seemed, like I said, like science fiction to me. It kind of reading comic books and watching all those movies back then. I never really thought that any of that stuff was kind of real. I never thought, I looked at the stars and everything like that and saw things like that, but I never like thought a spaceship was going to fly by and come down and land on me until I got older. And yeah. And now I wonder. Jiggy's just 5 months older. We don't look alike. Is that what you're saying? Being facetious. I got it. Y'all didn't get it, but I got it. But now here I am, and I believe in aliens. I believe in all that type of stuff. I just don't know that the stuff that's being reported, especially the mainstream reported, the stuff, anything at the media, the military, anybody's reporting is
all
real.
These people that are like, oh man, look at UFOs are real and stuff, are the same people that 5 months ago, 6 months ago, a year ago, 2 years ago were like, don't trust the government, don't trust the mainstream media. They all lies. Everything they say is a lie or a distraction. Now they're all like, hey, did you see the news? Government says that UFOs are real. I told you, man. Look it. You can believe me because the government and the news says it's real. Really? Really? Are you serious?
Alfie, don't do it. Don't get me to go full nerd, please. Don't. I'll go full fucking nerd. I started reading comic books in 1977. I was 7 years old we were going somewhere on a road trip and I was bored as fuck because I read the books I already had. Walked into like a 7-Eleven and fucking picked up a comic book and I was been hooked ever since. And the movies just there. They just, whatever. The movies, I just look at the movies as they have nothing to do with the comic books. Neither Marvel nor DC. Like they're variations. Like if you know how those things work, where there's multiple universes, I just looked at these are just universes within universes that they chose to create on the big screen. But if you also, I will, in defense of any of the movies from Marvel to DC, say is this: if you're a true lover of comic books and you read those comic books like I did all these years, to see the art come to life, to see the battles and stuff and see how those things can kind of work out, that's the cool. If the storylines fucking suck, but just seeing that shit on the big screen is fucking dope. Like, that is one of the dopest things in the world. I cannot fucking lie. I'm all in for that type of shit. And not all of them, because I'm not a fan of all the random fucking movies they put out. More when you do the Avengers or when you do the Justice League, when you do things like that. I like some of the movies, but Doctor Strange, whatever. But you don't need to do 3 of them. And like they're doing a 4th Thor where they lost. The third Thor was the best, Ragnarok. So, but yeah, as a true fan, that's what I like. I mean, that's never go full. I can't go full nerd. I don't want to do that. But that's the one part of it I truly love is seeing it on the big screen. Just seeing the fights, the cinematography and stuff, even the CGI and stuff. Because with CGI you can bring so much of that stuff to life. But my hope is that soon they'll just fucking let loose in the Marvel universe and bring in so many more of the characters, that especially with the Avengers. The Avengers need to be like a full squad team. They should have basic characters, and every movie should be full with just random ones jumping in and out. Who that? You expecting somebody? Oh, Junior. It's popping in the studio. Sorry, folks. I was distracted. But yeah, Wolverine, they never once in like 9 movies put him in a costume, and his costume is killer. I agree. I mean, that's what I'm saying. We can sit here. I don't want to critique the movies all night. Maybe one night we'll just have a fucking offshoot movie fucking critique thing or whatever. But yeah, I just... Sin City, Spider-Verse, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I guess. I don't want to go full. I'm sorry, guys. I know. I won't go full fucking movie nerd. I won't do it tonight. I'll stick with some kind of a topic. All right? Where were we? What were we talking about? Where were we at? Yes, Sin City was good, okay? Leave me alone. I'm trying to get away from the movies. Stop. Let's talk about something else. Anybody help me out here? Get my brain away from the movies. No? I'll go full nerd. You don't want that. You've heard me rant about my... No.
We're just talking about fucking...
Ben Affleck. Fucking Batman? Really?
Aliens and UFOs.
Fucking Lois Lane was that weak-ass actress, whatever the fuck her name is.
This is the new Batman.
And then everybody fucking knew where fucking Superman lived. Everybody knew where the farm was. The military, everybody. What? Yeah, something Patterson, whatever. William Patterson. Yeah. He's gonna be. We'll see.
Robert Patterson.
Yeah, Robert, whatever the fuck. I don't give a fuck, whatever, man.
Be weird.
LV7 said DW's voice. Listen, guys, we need to get back on topic. There are some things that need to be discussed, okay? Because right around the corner, it's already October. You're gonna look in 2020 for the arrest, the cabal arrest. They're gonna start dragging them out. They're gonna torture and hang everybody somewhere, and things are gonna happen. And then we're gonna ascend the fuck up out of here and leave these weak motherfuckers behind. Who's coming with me? Okay, does that work for your DW voice? Banjo Patterson. I'm a lead farmer, motherfuckers. He wrote farm there. At least you spelled it the way it's supposed to sound. Farm. Somebody was making fun of my accent earlier. It's going to be gone soon. There's not a whole lot of us left with the true Boston accent. You guys should enjoy it. Boston's being taken over. There's going to be people that are faking those fucking accents, but it's not going to be the authentic accent. It's gone. Southie, Charlestown, Dorchester, Mattapan, Roxbury, JP, West Roxbury, North End, West End, East Boston, South End. Did I say that? What the fuck? Lower Roxbury? All those areas. That's where the accent really exists. Going to be gone, kid. Oh, and those farmers out in Gloucester, though, they got it bad. You need to pass it, just pass it, man. Don't come here and start getting complicated, Junior. Here's Junior. Just in case y'all know, and the shit starts going sideways. If y'all remember Junior hasn't been here a while, but Junior's here, and Junior tends to wreak havoc upon the show. He's gonna be on his phone. He won't listen, and he won't add anything to the show.
My phone is down.
Your phone is down? What, you broke it? No, it's not. Turn it face down, because then you won't even know. See, then when it doesn't ring, you don't have to worry about it fucking catching. How you doing? Welcome. You haven't been here a while. Good to see you, young man. I kind of am shocked that you're wearing a White Sox hat, though. That's kind of bothersome.
It's off season, man.
There is no off season. The fuck are you talking about? If to fans, there's no off season. Fuck out of here.
Have a good time.
Can you just not ever wear a White Sox hat again? If you're gonna wear a Sox hat, there's only one fucking Sox hat you wear in this fucking state, kid. There's only one fucking Sox hat you wear in that anywhere you fucking go.
Wear whatever hat you want when you come over.
Fucker.
Doesn't matter.
Fucker. What's happening in the blue woo world?
Red Sox ain't giving me any money, so fuck them.
BGs, I mean, occasionally we get some Spare Being Alliance fucking updates, whatever. But I don't really follow that dude. Like, you know, and blocked on some stuff. I'm not going through the fucking thing and trying to check everything that they do. And they don't really take shots at us, anyways. Like, they take shots at various people, but none of them really take shots at us. Like, they don't really fuck with us. Like, if we're added and stuff, it's because other people pretty much have added and stuff. I don't even really fucking tweet at them. I don't even bother. If people include me in tweets at them, like, I don't even fucking bother. It's not even worth it. It's not, I mean, I don't give a fuck. I've told the dude before, I've given them my fucking email address, everything, and they wanted to send some cease and desist or anything. They could have done any of that, and it's never, you need anything yet? Still haven't got anything.
Oh, you guys will know if I get something.
Yeah, no.
Y'all will know.
Oh, yeah. The whole world will know. So I don't know what the fuck they're doing over there. It's the same bullshit. It is the same. It's the long con. No matter how you look at it, it's the long con. They're in it for the long haul. They're in it going to try to keep making it. They're going to fake it till they hopefully make it, and whatever. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what's coming up for them. I know they had that suspensions or disclosure or whatever. It looked like a fucking cruise or fucking sweating to the oldies shit, but whatever. Was any of that legit? Was any of what legit? Any of what they do legit? What I was saying? You're confusing me now. It's hard.
Jiggy, you should channel the Cartoonians.
I haven't channeled the Cartoonians in a while. They take a lot out. They take a lot of energy out of me. They're hard because you never know which one of them will show up. You know. Maybe later. We'll see if I'm up for it. I've been channeling the Rastafarians since we've been here. They always have the same message.
Smoke weed every day.
Hey, 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 hey. Smoke weed every day. It's a simple message. Their planet is full. It's a lavish planet full of weed and fruits and vegetables everywhere, and they're giant-sized fruits and vegetables just growing everywhere. There's never a problem with food. There's an abundance of it. Fresh water. There's fresh springs of this stuff that's like, I can't explain to you the drink. It's not water. It's not juice. It's not liquor. It's none of that stuff. It's just beautiful. Hey, 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 hey. Smoke weed every day. Oh, was any of that legit the cease and desist? I don't know. CW doesn't really talk about what's his name anymore. Corey Good, really. So I don't. But he said it doesn't have anything to do with that. He said it's not because of a cease and desist or anything.
Corey Good there's nothing really new coming out of Corey Good right now at the moment. He hasn't really said anything, so that's probably why nobody's really saying anything right now. His little fucking con that he fucking put on is done it over, and now I don't know what his next fucking thing is. I don't know.
I mean, every case, I mean, he's getting called out. Steve Cambion has called police departments, has called different things and asked them questions and nothing. So it's just more smoke and mirrors and more bullshit. I don't think any of it's ever been legit. With Jimmy Church, he's just never talked about it. He made the statement that he got the cease and desist. Maybe he was scared. Maybe he got a legitimate cease and desist. I don't fucking know. Joe from the Carolinas changed his channel. It's gone a whole different direction and like that. He doesn't really speak upon it and never spoke upon it. So it's like whatever. I don't know how legit it is. I don't know how not legit it is. I just know the dude does a lot of talking and just whatever. A whole lot of smoke and mirrors and a whole lot of bullshit. So, whatever, man.
Fuck them.
Fuck them up against the wall with crazy go on their lips and their chicken cold. The Blue Smavians, they're all a bunch of fucking... Can you find some DW music? Just play a little bit?
No,
we can't?
I'm not playing any DW music.
Junior wanted to hear some. Smoke and Mirrors should be marijuana and cocaine festival name. Okay, then. I don't know if I'd want to go to that festival because I don't want to mix the two. It's happened twice in my life, and it's not something I enjoy. And it wasn't done purposely, but I'll go to a marijuana festival. Went to one not too long ago. So I'm cool with that, but yeah, I don't want to go to a cocaine festival. Reach saturation levels. The whole narrative is played out. I don't understand how people still fall for it. It's not even just them. Like, you can pick on David Wilcox and Corey Good all day, but there's just there's 20, 30 of those people just like them, spewing the same shit, spewing lies, saturating the market with all the bullshit. So you can't really, unless you're a really researcher, which none of them are, you're not going to find any real material, any real stuff. It's hard. So
that's the other thing, that you know that it's all bullshit. Because if they fucking really were fucking telling the truth and they really did know all these fucking top secret things, do you really think they'd be walking around right now?
Taking vacations.
Traveling the world. Going to conferences. Telling everybody all these top secret things. Come on now. Yet Edward Snowden's got to be hiding over in some place, and fucking the other dude there, fucking
Chelsea Manning. Things that happen to these people, the real fucking whistleblowers about real stuff. So you got these dudes that live in
Julian
fucking
Assange, you know what I mean? These people are fucking like literally fucking hiding and fucking from the government from either killing them or locking them away for the rest of their lives and shit like that. But here we have the Billy Carsons and the Corey Goods and the David Wilcoxes and stuff going around telling you about aliens and government secrets hiding from you and shit. That right there just lets you know that either the government wants them to be telling you that stuff because it's part of their fucking big plan, or the government's like, yeah, sure, whatever, fucking tell them whatever the fuck you want. Oh, you know what I mean? It's just, it's bullshit, because the government, obviously, if it was real, the government is either letting them tell you that shit because it's part of a psyop, or the government doesn't give a fuck because it's fake as fuck. Because if it was real, they'd fucking kill you.
Ed Snowden's performing at the Smoke and Mirrors Festival. Listen, all I know, that dude said he's a rock star. He's living the life. He's putting out albums. He's living a comfortable life and leaving a big trail for someone who and lets everybody know where he's going to be. These people are the same people who believe that these people can kill Kennedy, can do all this type of stuff and murders. They can't take these weak motherfuckers out.
Insiders and stuff, and like the government can't just go to them and be like, yeah, we got your wife right here, dude. We're going to slit her throat right now. Tell us who your insiders are.
They wouldn't even do all that.
You know what I mean? I'm just saying, they just anything. They could do anything they want to this guy.
They just take him out if they wanted to, so he just shut up, period. Slip something in his tea or something, like whatever. No one slit his brakes. No one did that type of shit.
No,
all
same
the shit
thing
they
with
talk
the Q
about.
thing. You don't think the government would be able to find some dude posting something on fucking 4chan and 8chan? Really? You don't think they would be able to find out who that guy is? That's part of a fucking breakaway government, which is fucking completely fucking illegal, fucking treason up the fucking ass, and like be hunting down and fucking killing each and every single one of these people, or trying them for treason and then hanging them on the White House lawn for being treasonous fucking pricks for trying to start a breakaway government and their own government and shit. Hello? Like, oh no, Q, yeah, they're real. I totally believe in them guys. That sounds totally legit, man. They're part of a breakaway government, man. They're fighting for us.
Yeah.
Where we go one, we go all, right?
Huh?
Build the wall.
What? Kumbaya. Hands across America. Wait, you need a charge? Hold on.
Hello, you fucking dumb fucks.
Shoot him with a heart attack gun. What I mean, genocide. There's a million ways. Spies, anything like that. People who, if they believe that these people can take out, they're the secret cabal. They've got money. They're running everything. They run these rings of all kinds of stuff and kill people all the time. Especially they talk about the Clintons and all the people that they can have killed. Why wouldn't these people be able to take them out with ease? The only time you see these motherfuckers with security, it's not like they run the 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They have bodyguards. The bodyguards that they have at the shows is all pomp and circus. It's just all smoke and mirrors. Again,
it's
just
all
to
keep the groupies back and everything like that.
No group. They think there's groupies. No groupies. They just don't want to be talked to or touched. They want to create their narrative, be there and leave, and no one can touch them and have a conversation. So everybody in there is in a vacuum, in a bubble with them. But when they leave and go home and they live in you watch their videos. They put up videos every day showing, oh, this is where we go every day for a hike and different
And
things.
fucking Corey Good telling everybody, well, this is where I am. We come down here.
This is where we come and get fresh water. This is where we get fresh water. But we didn't bring any of those 5-gallon things we told you to bring. We just came out here to show you in case we don't really get water here, but you should probably not get water here anyway because the
We
state
come
park.
here once a week.
I'm pretty sure that the Rangers would let you take water.
Here's some Corey Good because he put up this video a few days ago.
Update. Go for
Here's
it.
some Corey Good fucking news, okay? He puts up a video. He's down by this fucking river in the fucking mountains in Colorado near his fucking house. And this is what he says. He says, this is one of the places, this place, me and my family, we come once a week to get water for us all. Because we don't want any of that stuff with fluoride. We get the pure water. I'm like, do you come there with a fucking tank truck? Do you know how much water an entire family goes through? Him and his wife, and he's got 3 kids, I think. Do you know how much water that is? He's like, we fill up 5-gallon buckets.
Where were the 5-gallon buckets? You didn't bring any.
How many trips do you fucking make? How many fucking 5-gallon buckets are you fitting in the back of your truck? And then again, how many trips are you making? You do that, and then what do you do with all the 5-gallon buckets? You just stack them up in your fucking kitchen counter? Put them out on the back porch? Go and grab one when you need one? I mean, seriously.
It was a state
Have
park,
you ever
too,
heard
by
of
the
a
way.
fucking well?
Well, hold up. If you notice that there was cars and there was fucking, what do you call it, fencing and everything, it's part of
It
a
was a
state
state
park,
park.
clearly. You're not going into a
You're
state
not going
park
there
and
loading
taking
up
water every day. Yeah, you're just
5-gallon buckets, enough for your family for the week at a state park with a Rangers fucking booth right there.
Yeah,
in the parking lot and shit.
Like, what the fuck are you doing?
No,
Yeah,
you're not.
Exactly.
You're not.
That's why this dude is fucking bugging.
You can fill up a water bottle, maybe.
Nobody sees you.
This is the type of guy that walks along somewhere and is like, oh shit, you know what? Let me just film a video right here. This seems like a cool story I can tell about this. Hey, honey, just take the kids and go off to the side. Let me just spin this yarn, this bullshit real quick and hold my camera like this and be stupid and say stupid shit. That's what it basically comes down to. Because watching the video, we're sitting here
This
laughing
is real
like,
high
dude,
vibration water. I
Yeah.
come and I get 5-gallon
Yeah.
buckets for me and my whole family for the
Yeah.
week. We come down here
Yeah.
once a week and we do this. You know,
yeah,
it's
you
real
get that
nice.
vibration, right? So you can ass end. You can ass send. Of course, you got to go ass first. Fuckers.
And some of that high vibrational fucking bacterial water. You definitely have something coming up your ass end. Be coming out your ass end.
Uh-huh. Fucking clown. This dude has no idea. They just says shit off the cuff to try to sound cool. Now he's a prepper or whatever, and he's worried about shit. You know, in case of emergency, is where you'd go to get water. We'd go to blah, blah, blah. Whatever. He's going to be selling some fucking survival kits and shit next. Probably. That's probably what it is. They probably have like a sponsor lined up. It's probably one of these survival prepper fucking companies, and he's going to start pushing their product and shit. And use code Blue Alien Dumb Fucking Cult to get 10% off your fucking purchases. Okay? Say Blue Chicken Fucker and you'll get 10% off your purchases. Tell them Corey Good, Not So Good sent you. Watch. He's going to be pushing them fucking products next. 'Cause that's what them motherfuckers love to do. If you watch him, everything is kind of fucking calculated. You just see how the shit spins out. Anybody who listens to these motherfuckers, I don't fucking get it. They're fucking clowns. Straight clowns. They're entertaining, though. It's fun to watch. I mean, being able to fucking imitate DW is fucking funny as hell. He's a funny dude. Like, he really thinks he's got it going on. Like he said, he's the white man's daddy. Who's your daddy? That's right, folks. He's the reincarnation of Edgar Casey. He's the reincarnation of Rawr. Rawr. Just read The Law of One, and all your answers are there. Even though I didn't really read it, I'm just paraphrasing from little things. I had Elizabeth mark with one of those yellow little highlighters there, and I went and read this stuff, and then I came and spit it out to you like I know what the fuck I'm talking about. You'd have to see David Wilcox to understand the imitation. Okay, you don't know the man. It's pretty spot on now. Yeah, he's easy to imitate. He's a clown. I just have to put on makeup. See? Nothing fun than imitating a clown without having to put on makeup. I had to put on the shoes or anything. Next phase, supplement sales. That's what I'm saying. Anything. They'll be pushing some bullshit. It's got to be. Or it's just another way to go to get you away. Because then they're going to be like, oh, well, you know, the Blue Avians contacted me one day when I was out for a walk and I was taking a pee on a log. And they told me that the world's about to end. They're on their way back to get me, and some of you guys can ascend with me. But, you know, we got to prepare. Some other bullshit. Whatever.
That video I posted up about with him and Corey and the fucking Edge of Blunder fucking twins there. shows that he doesn't know a goddamn fucking thing about the law of one.
Not a
goddamn thing.
Not a goddamn thing.
And if he does know anything about it, he don't believe a goddamn fucking thing in that book at all.
Nope.
Because he wouldn't be saying the shit that he was saying on that stage.
Mm-hmm.
None of that would matter. None of that would matter. Nope, not one bit. But because he don't understand the law of one, and he's full of shit.
He doesn't understand most of what he talks about.
That's why he fucking said what he said, because he's a fucking piece of shit.
You talking about Rachel Maddow?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a scumbag. And again, exclusive. People keep saying, "Oh, what about the racism? What about the racism, the sexism, the homophobia, all that type of stuff?" This is what these people are about.
All what
it's
they're
all
all
there.
about.
You just listen to them. It eventually comes out. I don't have to point it out.
That's what David Wilcox all on the fucking Q train, and the whole Q train is fucking all about exclusivity, excluding everybody. Although their motto is "Where we go one, we go all."
Who's all? All of what?
All of you guys?
Yeah, like who?
And everybody else on the outside of the wall, they don't get to go?
Yeah, no. Or, Ascension is exclusive. Some of your pets can go and stuff too, but not some people. He says it over and over again. Not everybody's going to ascend. But I thought, hey, listen. Does it make sense? Love and Light hates lesbians. Love and Light hates everything, dude. Love and Light loves money. That's what Love and Light loves. The Love and Light, most of these motherfuckers that preach all this stuff are about the money. I'll say it again. I'll beat my drum all day that if you look at most of these people, David Wilcox is the type of motherfucker back in the day, they'd have been out there fucking hanging witches and shit, dragging you out your house and shit like that. Like, yeah, you're doing witchcraft. You're praying to some weird god. You lighting incense and candles and shit. All this new age, new community, the spiritual community and shit that most of these motherfuckers do. He'd be one of those type of people leading the charge and shit with pitchforks and fucking torches and everything, going and dragging people out their house and fucking hanging them and burning them and trying them and shit like that. Don't get it twisted. That's what makes it even more amazing. So yeah, the racism does matter. The homophobia, the sexism, all this stuff does matter. You think that most people, you can't ascend unless you're willing to pay the fucking price to these motherfuckers? They're the ascension masters? They're the keepers?
I had people telling me that when I posted that, because I posted it on Instagram too and stuff, they're like, oh, it's just a joke. It's just joking around. I'm like, no, you don't understand. I'm like, yeah, I understand that, yeah, some people may joke about that. But this person right here, these people right here, what they preach all the time, what they say they practice, what they believe in, what they read, what they talk about all the time, don't believe in those kind of jokes. Those jokes don't exist to those kind of people that they say that they are. That's where you're missing the point of this whole thing, that people miss the point of that. It's yeah, I understand that. Yeah, okay, that could be funny that she said something about him, so he's saying something about her. Ha ha ha. It's a joking and stuff. But if you're all 4D, 5D fucking Love and Light and fucking above all that stuff, Law of One and stuff, you don't joke around about that stuff. That stuff doesn't matter. You wouldn't even comprehend that that's a joke. You'd be like, huh, what? What are you saying?
There's no joke. There's no joke. There wasn't a joke.
Exactly. It's not a joke at all. It's a total fucking slam. You know what I mean?
That's how they take shots at people, and that crowd loved
it. But that's what their followers and stuff, and the people who believe in those fucking people, that's what they're like. Oh no, they're just joking around. You don't understand. Ha ha ha. I'm like, no, you don't understand at all. You fucking brainwashed fucking. I'll be nice.
Brainwashed, cult loving, fucking.
Yeah, that's exactly what they are. They're just so brainwashed. It's so cult like. It's just fucking insane.
In the membrane. Anybody in the chat close to Arizona? Anybody going to Disclosure Con other than me, Natasha, and some other people I know? I'm leaving on a jet plane in a few hours. Who's coming with me? Well, I know some other people who'll be there. I'm just not going to say their names yet because maybe they don't want other people to know they're going to be there. Because they're just coming to hang out. They're going to surprise me. Come hang out. You know what I'm saying? But you never know. Alfie Salmon says, Smoke King, you just don't get it. Send me $333 and you will see the light. $333? I thought it was $777.
Dude, I'll send you $1,111, man. Show me the light. I'm ready.
Carol Ann, don't go into the light.
All right, so for $1 million, I can help y'all ascend. Those numbers don't really mean anything
$1
significant.
million
to you.
each or $1 million collectively?
Each, collectively. However, man, I'll just take $1 million. I always have a good time. I have fun everywhere I go. I'm life of the party. By the time I get to Arizona. You can joke about everybody. Those people don't even have a sense of humor. That's what's so funny. They don't even have a sense of humor. They can talk shit. He can talk shit about Rachel Maddow and stuff. But God forbid you say something about him. They're not funny. It's like their little vacuum in their bubble. They're like retired, like old fucking comedians that nobody ever really heard of. Like they were playing.
Well, the funny thing about it is everybody in the audience is old.
Well, yeah. Well, again, that's mostly the older crowd. That's the coast-to-coast crowd, the crowd that listened to the radio, the crowd that paid attention to Gaia, the crowd that really has been following this the longest. That's been the hardest behind it. A lot of the new kids and stuff like that, like if you ask a lot of these new kids and stuff, like ask like your younger siblings, whatever, if they know about Area 51 or Roswell, a lot of the stuff that we talk about, they'd be like, what? Huh? Like, what are you talking about?
Oh, no, tons of fucking kids know about all that shit
I know
nowadays,
a lot of kids
dude.
that don't. A lot of kids that don't even care about that type of shit. But those older folks have been
It's
vested.
big in
They
the
have a
news
vested
now.
interest in it. They've been
Fucking-
with it a long time.
Everybody talks about fucking this shit. You got Tom DeLonge and fucking all
Tom
these
String
fucking
Along
rappers
DeLonge.
and shit that believe in flat Earth and fucking aliens and fucking all this stupid shit every fucking way.
Them
Yeah, there's
motherfuckers
still
ain't- they're not the ones going to these fucking
It's
things.
probably just as many as versus back in the day. Back in the day, all these old people that are still into it, they were into it, and then there's a whole bunch of people that didn't fucking know anything about
He's
any
in
of
the
that
Level
shit.
Like
You know what I
QVC
mean?
crowd.
It's
All I
just-
know is when I
it's
go
the
to this
same
event,
thing.
there's not a Conscious Life is probably the one that I think they had the youngest crowd because they had different vendors. They had a lot more going on too. And I mean, they literally had one side that was everything was just for people who spoke Spanish, everything. So they're very accommodating. So I think that's the only one I've really been to out of the different ones where I've seen younger people, even Contact in the Desert, all of them. It's mainly an older crowd. These are the people who've went with this stuff and waiting for disclosure the longest. Some of them been there since fucking Area 50, since fucking Roswell and shit.
Probably because the old people got money too. Most of these young people that fucking watch them and fucking listen to them.
They got money. Them motherfuckers is going to festivals. Yes, they do. They go to festivals and shit.
Well, they go to the
These
fucking...
these two, no disrespect, but they're not going to go to necessarily a UFO festival. They're going to go to a music festival,
Exactly,
right?
they're going somewhere
And
else.
there's a
or
lot
doing
of other young
something
people
else,
there, right?
Or they don't have any money
They
because
have money,
they
brother.
spend
Just-
it. They
yeah,
spend
they
it
have-
all on crystals and shit.
They had but even that. But they're going to take those crystals and go to a music festival and stuff. Their point of interest is different. The way they have the money, they just spend it differently. They're not most of them. You're not going to go to these things and see a lot of young folks. To them, it's still kind of science fiction. Most of them haven't even necessarily had an experience either. Most of these folks who are older at some point in their life had an experience, have carried that experience. Even myself, even you. You know, I'll be 50. I've had experiences throughout my life. I've carried them. They're still young. So maybe if they had the experience, that would carry them to take, well, now I don't want to go to a music festival. Now I want to maybe go to check out a conference or a different thing. Comic-Cons are popular. They've always been popular. And they run a gamut of the age from young to old because everybody's into that type of culture. But it does not carry over into necessarily the UFO culture, ufology, and even the spirits and everything, love and light community. What are you looking for? Did the ghost take the weed? No?
No. Oh, I stuck it up on the wrong spot.
Sorry. Anyways, DW's understanding of the concept, blah, blah, blah. So what is in Arizona, Alfie? It's Disclosure Con. It's in Pine Top, Arizona. There'll be speakers like Laura Eisenhower, Edge Blunder. I forget some of the other speakers. Forgive me. Well, I know Natasha from Mysterious Forces will be there, and she's going to be on a panel. And it's just, the area is close to like where Travis Walton had his encounter and his abduction and stuff happened. So I might try to check out that area. Just check out, it's just a different area for me to check out. I've been to Phoenix a few times, so now it's just away from all that and away from the city lights and everything. So it'll be a different experience. Maybe I can see a UFO. Maybe the aliens will show up. Maybe they'll pull up. And I talked all this shit. Maybe these motherfuckers be like, yo, what's good, homie? We the aliens, yo. What's up? Like, what's good? Want to smoke a blunt? Let's go. Let's talk about it. And then I'll have them pull me up, beam me up into the ship. We'll fly the ship over here to Boston. I'll bring them down to the studio. We can do a live, right? and get it popping. You cool with that? Y'all want me some aliens?
Some aliens up in
Yeah,
the studio.
some aliens, some real aliens up in this motherfucking cuz. You know what I'm saying?
They gonna smoke with us?
How many conferences are there in a year, Alfie? I mean, it depends on the level and scale of them. I mean, you have your bigger ones. Conscious Life Expo to me is probably the biggest one in the United States for that particular genre of stuff. You have the
Well,
Contact
you
Desert.
gotta. How many conferences? I mean, there's fucking literally probably hundreds of thousands of conferences. What type of conferences are you?
I don't think there's
You're
hundreds.
talking
Well,
about alien
he's
cons.
talking about what we're
You're
talking
about.
about.
Conscious Life type con.
But
And
he's
because
talking-
Conscious Life is, it's kind of similar, but
It's not.
I mean,
they're all.
That's what I mean, because what you're going to is more of a UFO disclosure
This is
thing.
strictly
Conscious
UFO,
Life
right.
is more open to the whole the conscious New Age community, which is. There's conferences all the time everywhere. There's smaller conferences and bigger ones that we don't even know about or don't go to. And so, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, like I said, Conscious Life is going to be the biggest one that would have a little bit of all of it in it. Then you have Contact in the Desert, which is it's not as more of the spiritual community. That's more of all this stuff, like, you know, the woo community, the aliens, ufology, cryptozoology, and stuff that kind of runs on that. They have great vendors and stuff, but that's pretty much kind of what that one is. So, and then just smaller ones throughout the year. Like there's another one I went to last year, which is this weekend. I just don't want to go back to it, but it's because your boy Billy's speaking there. Portal to Ascension. There's that one going on this weekend too. And then there's a fucking cruise going on. Like there's even this weekend there's like 3 or 4 different things going on. So like last year I went to Portal to Ascension, and yeah, this year I chose not to. I wanted to do something different because whatever. So just really, you just got to kind of look. Does anyone know what speakers get paid at the conferences? It depends. Like I spoke at Conscious Life Expo. I didn't get paid for it. I didn't pay to speak there either. So some people pay to play. Some people get paid, but it's usually the higher names. And you'd be surprised too. And I'll just tell you this I know for a fact. A lot of the people you think are getting paid to appear at some of these conferences are not. They are not. They do a lot of this shit on their own dime, or they'll pay for their hotel, they'll pay for their flight, but just they won't have to pay a fee to speak. But there's a lot of pay to play to go on. There's just the higher names usually do, and that's the problem. Like DW and Corey Good apparently are their demands and stuff, and how they always want more money and shit like that is their problem, which is really why they're having problems booking conferences, not the shit that they say. But those guys usually, just the higher names usually the ones that really get paid. And some of the people, what they do is they'll bring other people to pay, so they'll not have to pay because they'll brought a bunch of people to be vendors or what. It's just, again, it's a big business. It just depends on who you are. What does really, I don't know what anybody gets paid, to be honest with you. I don't really give a fuck. Their personal finances, whatever they get paid, whatever someone's willing to pay them, is not my business. I don't care about people's money. It's really not something I've ever inquired about. I don't know what Dolan gets paid. I don't know anybody gets paid. But I'm pretty sure these people, this is what they do for work, a lot of them. I mean, they're traveling the country. Like, so you imagine if you just type that person's name in, say appearances, or followed them, or went to any one of their fucking website, they're gonna, I know ghost hunters who, especially this time of year, are putting up on Instagram and stuff, all the different libraries and stuff they do appearances at and do talks at. So that's all you'd have to do is just follow them and see that a lot of these people appear at 20 conferences a year. You go to 20 conferences a year, I don't know what they make or whatever, but they also usually have vendor tables, most of them, so they're selling their products. Excuse me. So there's a lot of different ways they make money. Billy's book, I bought his book. He was selling his book at the conferences. So that's a lot of what it is. Not even just necessarily what they get paid, but what they can make overall. They're pushing all their products and everything they can while they're there to get the maximum amount of money out of it. It's business, son. People have offered me when I did it, you want a table? I'm like, I don't have anything to sell. Like, I don't know what I'd have. What am I going to fucking sit at the table and just look at people? I do readings. Hey, I'm Jimmy. You want to come meet me? Come sit down and talk. Hey, what the fuck? What's going on? I have nothing to sell. I literally have nothing to sell you. You want me to print up some shirts or something? I'm going to sit there at a table full of shirts. A bunch of people are like, oh, that's a cool looking shirt. I guess I like the logo, but fuck. So, well, they make enough, Alfie. I mean, I don't know if they have side hustles, maybe DW or some of them, I don't know what these people are worth. People have claimed more money than I believe they're worth. They just don't
DW has books, fucking music, fucking.
But he might be he might be delivering pizza on the side. He might fucking be an Amazon delivery driver during the day. Who the fuck knows what he does to supplement his income? That's a possibility too. Have some obscure job where nobody knows who he is, and he just runs around and does his thing and just acts like he has. I don't know. I don't know these people's finances, nor, like I said, do I care. $10 a pick? A pick of who? Listen, don't get me wrong. I've been going to Comic-Cons longer than I've been doing anything. And the thing with the Comic-Cons is I have pictures of all kinds of people, like the Star Trek cast and shit like that, the original cast, George Takei, it's just, that's me. That's what I do. But so that's why I say someone who's willing to go and pay $10 for a picture of anybody at a fucking DW or Emery Smith, any fucking buddy, good luck. That's what they want to do. I'm not against it. That's how they make their money. That's why I say I don't really give a fuck about people's finances. I've said this for the longest time, and I'll say it over and over again. I don't think that there's as many victims in this as people like to think. I think a lot of people are just the same thing with going to church. They just want to believe in something. And once you're willing to believe in something, they're willing to do whatever it is to support that and be behind it and get as much out of it as they can. And normally that's financial. So my whole thing is when people spend it, you want to spend your money, whatever. I spend my money to go to stuff. They're not paying me to do this shit. So I'm going to stuff and that money's being spent out of my pocket or something like that. Does that make me a sucker? No, I get something different out of that stuff. That's why I don't really consider all that. People know what they're doing. If you look at the age of most of these folks, these aren't kids. These are people who their whole life, I'm pretty sure most of them went to churches and put tithes every week in a fucking plate and did all the type of stuff that went along with the religion. And as whatever happened to them as they got older, whatever, they're still looking for salvation.
Who's the number one group of people who gets conned into stuff in this country all across the world? Whether it's Nigerian fucking prince scams
I meet these people. I taught no. That's easy to say. No. That's belittling older people too. That's just saying they're all fucking falling for a scam.
Statistically and stuff like that, the people that are more likely to fall for these things
are the same people who their whole life have believed in the same type of shit, and just it's.
But I'm not just saying with believing in stuff. It's the people that are willing that are going to fall for some type of a scam are usually in the older groups. Those are the target of people who scam and con people. Are the older things, are the older groups of people.
People are
that's why if you look at it, for all the big
lives.
huge major scams that pulled off, who are their main targets? They're the older crowds. They're the older people because they're the ones that are more likely to be like, oh, let me shell out this money to do this. Where, like you said, the younger crowds are going to be like, no, fuck that. I want to go to a concert tonight and stuff and do this and get fucked up and do everything else and spend their money that way. Where the older people are like,
they're young.
Yeah, let me do this.
They're not looking for the answers to life right now. You're still belittling a whole group of people, older folks, including ourselves.
I'm just telling
they're
you
not
statistically.
Dude, I meet these people. I talk
to
them. They're not being scammed. They are looking for answers just like us. The difference is that their whole life they still don't realize it's the same narrative they've been listening to, just spun a different way. That they're looking for answers to something before they leave this place.
But they're still being scammed because they're being scammed with an answer that's not the truth.
That's
what a con is. That's what
they choose to listen to that answer.
That's what a scam is.
They choose to listen to that answer.
But anybody who's getting conned or scammed, they chose that. They don't know that they're being conned or scammed. That's why it's a con.
Religion,
they're getting
everything.
Conned. That's why it's a con. They're being conned. They don't know they're being conned. These people don't know. They don't understand that they're being conned. They're not being told the truth. They're being told what they want to be told, just like religion. They're being told what they want to be heard. These people are susceptible to that. That's why these people prey on those type of people. That's why when you look at it statistically, all these big, huge, any type of major scam, statistically, they're going to be the older crowd that believes and have these beliefs and have these things versus the younger people that don't give a fuck about anything. Because these older people, they fall for, they're like, oh, I believe in that. Let me do it. Oh, here's my money. I like this stuff, so it's okay. I like it.
It could be just
this
as
guy's
entertaining
doing whatever
and fun for them, too.
You know what I mean?
It's not always
for some
that
of them, but
yeah.
for the majority of it, it's because they believe and they're being told what they believe, what they want to hear. And of course, they're going to keep on going like this. So of course, the people are going to keep on saying blah, 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 blah. And the other people are going to keep on going, sure, keep telling me what I want to hear. Do. That's what it is. That's why it continually works.
Because they want somebody else to give them the
answers. If it didn't work, then it wouldn't work that way, and it wouldn't be. But that's how the con game has always worked. That's how it goes. The person's a fast talker, telling you what you want to hear, getting you all hyped up, getting you up. Here's your new car. Here's your new house. Oh, you want to buy a bridge? I got a bridge for sale. Aliens. We got aliens, everybody. That's all it is.
We got Jesus. We got aliens. We got saviors.
Exactly, Alfie. It's why it's a conference for a reason. We say a joke about that all the time, too. You know what I mean? It's a con.
If you're willing to get conned, good luck. I have fun. You ain't conning me. That's not what I'm there for.
Well, exactly. You have more of a discernment and a more of a thing. Yeah, there's some. I'm not saying every single person there is going and they're getting conned and stuff, but the majority of the people are, and they don't even realize it and stuff. But that's why it's a con. Because if they knew they were being conned, they'd be like, "Well, fuck this bullshit. This dude's a fucking lying asshole. What the fuck am I paying all my money to come and get my picture taken with him and buy his book and get his autograph and everything? He's just a lying cocksucker."
It depends on whose bridge you want to do it.
And they're saying, "Oh, wow, I think like that too. Oh my God, he's got an insider. Oh my God, his insider's here. I gotta get his autograph too." He's selling his purple shirts. Oh my God, I wanted one of those purple shirts forever. I want to look just like DW. You know what I
Billy
mean?
Carson.
That's Billy Carson. That's what it is. That's why it works.
Can I get a purple Joker shirt, please? In my size.
This is Billy Carson, a.k.a. Forbidden Knowledge, and you're listening to Paranormal Hood Live Radio.
And that's why it's a bad thing. That's why we don't tell these people. These other people are fucking lying assholes. There's other ways you could go and have fun and have a good time with stuff like that where you're not being lied to. Give your money to some hardworking people, actual hardworking people, not somebody that sits on a keyboard and says, "Oh, wow, this guy talks about aliens. I just did some research. I got a new insider, Elizabeth. I found a guy in the chat room over here.
Yeah, some guy hit me up and told me.
Wait until I put this in my new book. I'm going to make a shitload of money. Everybody's going to eat this guy. I mean, the stuff that he's making up right now, Elizabeth, it's amazing. We're going to be rolling in it. I'm getting you that new BMW.
Don't worry, Elizabeth. The con is on again. We've got it going on, baby. Everything's going to be fine. I'm about to come sing one of my tacky-ass songs to you because I'm feeling good, baby. I'm being larked, but I don't care.
Now, there's some people like Richard Dolan. He's legit reading through all those documents and stuff like that. A lot of times he does it live for you on his fucking 6-hour live streams that he does like every single day and everything. Showing you that he's actually doing this. And actually, look I've got the documents here from Joe from the Carolina. He actually gets Freedom of Information requests that are fucking pages long. And then he'll sit there and go through it. Right there in front of you. You know what I mean? But then you have DWs and Corey Goods and fucking Billy Carsons and shit like that. Like, yeah, I did some research. Oh, Zachariah Sitchin's book. Yep, I'll just take some of that. We'll put that in it. That's my new book. Hey, guys, check out this. My compendium of the Emerald Tablets. I just plagiarized a whole bunch of stuff from a bunch of other people here.
Yep.
That's hard work, so please... give me some money for this.
$30. I bought the book. I did.
Research purposes, though.
Yes. It was worth the money.
Because it's hilarious.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, as I said, Steve Canby is an awesome investigator. He calls people, gets freedom of information.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that are actually putting in actual work and doing actual research. And unlike David Wilcox is just picking up fucking... Daily UK and fucking Daily Mail UK. Oh, look at that. They're talking about pyramid giants, pyramids in fucking Antarctica. Okay, we're gonna what can we spend this and stuff? Hey Corey, what do you got? Well, the Blue Avians told me that when I was drinking my spring vibrational waters, that's there. That's really there, David.
He talks to blue chickens. He's got it going on, man.
There's really giants who live in pyramids in Antarctica.
And he's been age
just like the Daily Mail says.
And he did 20 and backs. 3 of them. 60 years in space, saving all of you from the aliens, fighting forces far and wide throughout the galaxy, and even in Middle Earth, Antarctica, everywhere. He's
That's
your
how you-
savior.
You know.
I want to know who's going to buy if anybody's going to buy the comic book. If it's ever given away for free, I'll take one to laugh at it, but I wouldn't buy that shit. Return of the God. It's fucking him in the middle surrounded by a bunch of aliens. Like, this dude really thinks he is the savior of this motherfucking planet.
I don't know. I'm still confused with that whole story. He was kidnapped by fucking aliens when he was a kid to become
Right.
part of the secret. I'm like, you were kidnapped? They took you away from your family? And what the fuck is that? These are the good guys?
Yeah, exactly.
Good guys come and kidnap people?
And then they make you fight aliens and everything.
Y'all ever heard of good guys kidnapping people? Anybody?
No.
No?
No.
Not even in the comics.
Nope. Nope.
I'm pretty sure he even said they pulled up in a van and they threw him in a van.
Like old school? He'll be back for dinner.
Like that, yeah, that sounds like a kidnapping, but I think the rest of the story is made up to block out the fucking trauma of what really happened.
Ah, right. Show me on the doll where they touched you.
Because again, statistically, when you look into these types of things, that's usually what happened when kids stop making up stories and telling you these wild, crazy stories. They're suppressing some kind of shit that they don't want to talk about.
But hold on, but he's not a kid. He's an adult. He just started telling these stories in the last, 10, 20, 10, 15 years.
But maybe, like, again,
he's been carrying that weight. That's what he really remembers is the trauma.
He's carrying the weight, and that's when he blocked it out. He's like, yep, I was kidnapped, and I was really with aliens that whole time.
See, Yvette, I don't care if it's
I'm
pumpkin
finally
season.
gonna come out and tell everybody about it.
I don't like pumpkin, nothing except pumpkin. I don't even eat that. Maybe a pumpkin pie. That's about it. I don't want no pumpkin coffee. I don't want no pumpkin donuts. None of that fucking shit.
I like pumpkin seeds.
Yeah, but I'm talking about all that other shit. All that pumpkin flavor and
all
everything.
that, because all that other pumpkin flavored shit, it ain't fucking pumpkin. It's pumpkin flavor.
You guys definitely should do purple shirts and like capes for Halloween because it's on a Thursday.
Purple shirts and capes.
Well, they said up there in the chat that you guys should wear purple shirts.
Yeah, well, because yeah. Go to the fucking. We're gonna find out and go to the purple shirt store.
A genuine pumpkin weed. I ain't never had no pumpkin weed either. Not that I know of. I don't even think anything's been called pumpkin nothing. I'm sure there's some motherfucker somewhere. I got some pumpkin spice, yo. Fuck that. Give some weed. Probed by blue space chickens. 20s and backs. Then he went out there, but he came back, but they age regressed, but he didn't remember until one day they were doing something on his eye, right? And then what happened? He was getting an eye procedure, and it all came back. Right? Some shit like that. What? In third world countries, they are like, you carve food and let it rot on your porches.
Yes, we do.
So I know they're saying that. I got it. Shit. And he's like, and you give out free food to everybody? What the fuck, right? They're getting free candy and shit, walking around getting free candy. They just give it out. That'd be a big shock too, wouldn't it?
No, they probably like, and you poison everybody on the same day?
You carve up the good shit and serve everybody the bad shit.
You carve up the good food and let it rot on your porches, and then you give everybody a bunch of fucking chemicals. Makes sense.
You and you dressing up this year? For Halloween?
Maybe. We'll have to wait and see.
Oh, okay. How about you two? You guys got costumes picked out?
No, not yet. Maybe.
You got dressed up though? You should. Like Thor and female Thor. Because you know Thor's about to be a female too.
Oh, they're thinking about doing some superhero Avengers camp.
I'm telling you, Thor and female Thor. He's tall enough, he can pull it off. You may have to get some of those fake muscles down, you know. Get a big fake muscle suit and shit. Thor's easy to pull off.
I gotta be fucking Hulk.
You gotta be Hulk? I have chosen nothing thus far. Anything could happen, but I don't know. We'll see. There's some things I could pull off. What? Why are you looking at me? Why you expect me to put on a fucking costume? It's been years. I haven't put.
It could be whatever you want.
I know.
No,
all right,
do
you know
you
what's
have-
funny? I'll tell you a quick story. The last time I dressed up was sometime. It had to be sometime in the 2000s, and I dressed up as from Martin, Romy Rome, the security guard. So I was like a security guard, a crazy wig, fucked up teeth in my mouth and shit, and I had this big fucking thing and looked all crazy and shit. But that particular night, we were doing security for Ice-T and his girl, what's her name, Coco or whatever, and he was doing the parents thing. So I wasn't there. I came later in the night dressed like that. So my security's bringing them down. So I walk up, and I'm their boss. They're not going to say shit to me. So I walk up to him like, it's okay, Mr. T. Like, I got you, homie. And I'm fucking around with him like, don't worry, but no, I'm going to fuck with Mr. T. And he's like, my name's Ice-T, man. He's getting mad as shit. And he looks at the security. He's like, yo, who the fuck is this dude? They're like, that's our boss. He's like, what? And I'm like, I'm just fucking with you. He realized I was fucking with him, but it was funny shit, man. Just fucking with this dude for like a half hour. He's like, got mad as shit. Just another story from Jiggy's life. So that's the last time I dressed up. So who knows? There's some things I could pull off. Nick Fury, Luke Cage, Darth Maul.
Oh, why can't I think of the Star Wars character?
Huh?
Chewie?
No, what'd you say?
No.
Chewie. Fuck you. What'd you say?
The Jedi.
You gonna be a Jedi?
You can be Mace Windu.
I know, I could be Mace Windu.
Mace Windu.
Yeah.
That's who it is.
But who's buying? All right, I'll be Mace Windu if someone's paying for that expensive ass fucking purple lightsaber, because I ain't buying that shit.
Why you gotta get the expensive ass one?
Because I haven't been able to find it any other way. The particular purple one, you can't. It's not like something that when you just walk in the store, it's just there, and even in the kids section, I've yet to see it.
Star Wars World or whatever opening. It'll
Who?
be easy to find lightsabers.
That's California, motherfucker, isn't it?
No, Florida.
In Florida.
Okay, I live in Boston.
All you do,
sell them.
all you need to do, because all they are, is you get one of the cheap ones that's red or blue, and you change the little bulb. The bulb inside is like a Christmas fucking tree light bulb. It's like a light bulb like this, and you just put in a purple light bulb in it.
You want to change it?
Oh my God, you can't change a light bulb.
Are you going to change it?
Sure, I'll change it for you.
Okay.
So you'll be.
I don't know
even
what
change the light
I haven't committed to anything. Don't worry about the fuck I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be me, motherfucker. The fuck you gonna be? Huh? We'll see.
You have to be.
I don't have to be shit. Because it requires some other things, doesn't it? I don't know what this fucking. Doesn't he have a costume or some shit?
Oh yeah, you gotta have the fucking whole Jedi robe fucking shit.
So I
on.
gotta, so who's buying this robe and all this shit? See what I'm saying? This ain't old school where you pay $5 and shit. You got that plastic mask and that piece of plastic you pulled over you and shit and called it a fucking day. What?
Use your best judgment. Make it up. You don't have to actually wear a costume exactly to it.
I could got my own version of him. Right, okay.
Get jiggy with it, man.
That's the funniest shit you've said in 2019, actually. Good job. Get jiggy with it. We'll see. Anybody in the chat? Anybody dressing up for Halloween? Who's going to trip the light fantastic and go on a whim and dress up for Halloween? All you motherfuckers who be caring about Halloween anyways. Purple shirt. I'm not wearing a purple shirt unless I'm dressing up as the Joker. I can sound like DW, but I don't think I can pull it off. I'd have to go white face and get some hair, and yeah, that's not going to happen. Nobody's dressing up?
Guess not.
Well,
Halloween's dying.
everything's dying.
Putting rules
Shit,
on
there's
it.
some places where they're trying to change
Halloween
the day of Halloween so it falls on a weekend and shit like that and all this stuff. Like, whatever. It is what it is. Everything's changing. Times are changing. It's just the way it is. And then the aliens are going to come and they're going to change everything even more. And we'll all be singing Kumbaya. Some people are sending leave. Some of us will be stuck here. Right? Isn't that how it's supposed to work out? Still waiting. Waiting. They haven't left yet. They keep talking about ascension. None of them have left. Their vibrations are so high. What did I?
Like we said earlier, they've been talking about Jesus coming back for 2,000 years.
Still ain't showed up.
This ascension thing's only been going on for about 100.
I knew a couple of dudes named Jesus in the Villa Victoria, but that's about it.
I mean, really, I gotta listen to these people talk about ascension for the next 2,000 fucking plus years.
I'm sure that's what they're trying to do. They'll change the narrative, become the head of their cult. They want their cult to be around forever. So their kids will be making money out there, going to teach their kids how to be cult members and how to run the cult. Keep it going. Keep that. It's the long con. I'm telling you, dude, that's the long con. They were not in it for the short term. They're in it for the long. That dude started, what, in the 90s?
That's what I mean. That's what these people do. That's what it is. That's
Been over 20 years working this shit out, son.
If there wasn't people fucking listening and believing to his con, then he wouldn't be fucking doing it still. But there's people out there that, unfortunately, fucking believe him. And they're like, yeah, sure, we'll buy all your shit, man. I'll give you $777 to fucking listen to you talk about yourself 5 hours a day for fucking 6 fucking days.
$333? What do you need? How much do you need? 222? 111333555. I get the message. To the blue chicken cult. He was a time traveler in the 90s.
Oh,
exactly.
Yeah, we know he was.
Yeah. The voice analysis has been done and stuff that's proven it's him. You can hear it, you know it's him. And even that, if you listen to him back then, even then, his predictions were so stupid and so... He said that all the information is going to be kept on floppy disk. By the year 2000 they were fucking already getting that shit basically starting to work its way out. Who uses a floppy disk anymore?
Fucking the 90s, who was using a floppy?
It's on the cloud.
Yeah, exactly.
The cloud.
This dude.
There's no discs anymore.
He said like, by the year 2000 that the aliens would come, that the headquarters, no, that was 2072. But by the year 2000 it'd be a major earthquake, major events. The aliens would come and save us, and then we'd all start singing
Capital would be in
Kumbaya.
in
Area 51, Nevada.
Who is this?
David Wilcox.
That's his first thing that he came out with. Next thing, he was the fucking reincarnation of Edgar Casey in the 2012 prediction.
Yep. Mm-hmm. The world was going to end.
And now he's fucking raw.
He's raw!
Raw! We got raw and tooth.
Yeah. Tooth. Emerald tablets. Forbidden knowledge for the mindless.
I like in DuckTales, they did a fucking episode and they went to the pyramids and the mummy was called Tooth Ra. I was like, no, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
I was like, do you guys know Billy Costin and David Wilcox?
They're like, yes, we do. They've been pushing this shit for a long time.
And it was totally and I could totally see Billy falling for it. He's like, yeah, man, this is my homegrown Egyptologist guy, man. Look at, he knows this mummy. And he would have fell for the whole thing, just like most of the people in the fucking episode did, except the DuckTales people figured it out. It was a fucking scam.
Come on, we know he's not.
It was a giant scam.
Dude, these dudes are talking to the village fucking idiots, not the village elders. They're not. Just listening to some fucking... The dude's like, you want to pay me some money, your American dollar, which goes a long way over here, to come and spin you some fucking tail all night? Fuck yeah, I'm with it. Let me drink a little bit of this wine and we can get into this. These motherfuckers. I got experts. They ain't got no fucking experts over there. Fucking clowns. And then what was his other statements? He even said he went as far as to say that his father worked on the pyramids and some other bullshit.
Yeah, his father worked for NASA and built the fucking shuttle launch pad, and then he was he helped restore the pyramids.
Yeah.
Nope, sorry.
Yeah.
I looked into that. I checked on that one. Nope, that was an Egyptian project. No Americans on that project at all.
And I'm pretty sure the brother would have stood out in the pictures. You didn't know it was him. He had the big old afro and shit back then.
Yeah.
Leroy Cossin. Not that that's his name. I don't know what the fuck his name is. Just saying. In the year 2000. Yeah, a bunch of bullshit. That dude's the worst psychic ever. He is telepathic. Okay, that motherfucker can't predict nothing. I don't think he can predict what's going to happen to him the next day. I don't think he can predict what he's going to have for breakfast, even if he bought it. That motherfucker is the worst psychic, period. He makes Miss Cleo look good. Remember Miss Cleo? Call me now. I'll give you a psychic reading. Miss Cleo, call me. It's like that's probably what he probably did. I bet you that's probably what he does. He probably owns like a psychic hotline.
No, if you go, he does like one-on-one fucking things, and and stuff like that. If you go on the website and stuff, like you can like do one-on-one calls with him and stuff like that, like Ascension fucking chats and shit like that or whatever. Go on.
How much is it? It might be worth it just to call that motherfucker one day to be like, yo, what's good? I want to ask end.
I forgot. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've been on the website.
That's hilarious. One-on-ones with these people. Their mystery schools, their ascension schools. Didn't Billy just have one? Is his coming up? His what is it? It's his like intense. They all say they're intense too. The intense fucking courses. These are the hard courses, folks. You got to strap in and get ready for the bullshit. It's intense bullshit. What's up, Jeanette? Welcome. Look at this dude. See him?
There used to be something where you could freaking, I don't know if he does it, if it's this one or it's an older website.
Who knows?
You used to be able to contact Dave and pay so fucking much money to talk to him on the
Changing
phone.
the way you think.
It's like a 30-minute call for fucking $77.77 and stupid shit like that. I forgot.
$99.99, $88.88.
Oh, he's got free books.
Oh, it's free?
David's store. Can I get that shirt? Yo, I gotta get this shirt.
Fair use, fair use. So
No,
they
I'm
can't
not
see it.
showing
Okay, they
anybody,
can't see it.
so I'm not showing it. I'm just talking.
Wait, what's the
about
Hawaii thing? Go back. Is there a Hawaii trip coming up? Oh, Hawaii meditations. How much are they?
it. Yeah, look at assess your higher self video, 77, fucking. But there used to be something like that where he would fucking talk to you and shit for fucking like 77.
Yeah, but hold up. From 1777 to 24.99, you can have some Hawaiian meditations, some Austin meditations, or some Tempe meditations. Donate now, just if you want to. Oh, there's Atlanta meditations too, right?
These are digital products.
Wow.
His best-selling books.
The Synchronicity Key.
The Source Field Investigations. Come on, where's the shirt, David? All right, let me contact you. How do I get your fucking purple shirt, dude?
You gonna buy one? I'm curious. Because isn't he a best-selling author? Isn't that what he claims?
Oh, see, yeah, all right, this is what's telling you, okay? He gets 120 plus emails every day. Oh, my God. I probably get that many every day, too.
Yeah, a lot of it's spam.
That's not a big deal. Okay, 120 plus emails every day. Please read this before, that's big bold letters, before sending us your message. You are loved. Know that you are a precious and beautiful person, a being of limitless potential. David is merely a messenger who can help you awaken to your own inner guidance. David does not give readings anymore. Oh, see, he used to give readings.
Yeah, well, he doesn't have to anymore.
He doesn't give readings anymore, guys.
I bet you if you coughed up.
I thought he still did it, but he got it. As of August 2005, David permanently retired from the one-on-one. Why did he spell it like that? All right, whatever. One-on-one client work, due to the substantial energy it took to perform. Come on, dude. You're supposed to be fucking all 5D living, dude. You got fucking all the energy in the world compared to us. David does not handle customer service. Almost all order problems are solved by the read this link below. Please try this first before emailing the webmaster. All right, I'm not going to read all that shit. I just wanted to see he doesn't fucking... Please keep the letters short. Dude, you can't read 120 fucking long emails in one day?
But he expects people to sit down and listen to his fucking...
No one is treated preferentially.
What?
The forum is excellent.
No, it's not. Trust me, I've tried MySpace. Unless it just doesn't work for me. I don't even understand it. None of your old shit's up there at all. There's no pictures, nothing. There were some cool pictures up there. They're no longer there, man. Good times. Wow. I wonder how much of that stuff Bohemian Exile's done, because he did the fucking Ascension School. Like, what other money he spent on that shit. That dude's hilarious. One-on-ones, meditations and shit. Pay money. Give me your money. I want your money. It's about your money. It's incredible. Listen, people can make a living. I don't have a problem with that. People willing to pay for it. They're willing to buy it, whatever. It's just hilarious, though. And the significance, like I love how there's a significance to the numbers. Like there's 666-999-777-333-111 and shit. Yeah, okay, I get it. 911 works for me. That's my number. So I guess if I ever have to charge you guys for anything, it's going to be $9.11 or $911.
The whole synchronicity with the number thing is fucking ridiculous. We live in a fucking world with numbers everywhere.
Exactly.
You're gonna see repeating numbers often.
Yep.
Very often.
Yep.
And when fucking Carl Jung came up with that whole entire shit, it was back when fucking numbers were starting to show up fucking everywhere around everywhere. License plates, fucking clocks, fucking billboards, fucking everything everywhere had fucking numbers. Telephone numbers were coming out then and shit. All kinds of shit was coming out, like with showing numbers everywhere where you would see numbers in synchronistic order. I don't know. I mean, shit, I could go write a whole bunch of fucking books and call myself a fucking psychologist, too, about fucking numbers and shit if I fucking came up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And because I see these numbers, now I'm fucking ascended. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. What? Because I think, like I've said it before, I see fucking numbers everywhere, all the fucking time.
Yep.
Wow, I just saw 555. 10666. Uh-oh. Oh, but 666 is a bad number.
Is it?
It's never been a bad number.
No.
It's some fucking, I don't know who the fucking idiot fucking made that shit up.
It's Damien. It's the sign of the omen. 666, Damien. Omen. No? You remember that movie? People make shit up about anything they want to. Hey, black is bad, right? What the fuck is that line MC Sir says in that song? I forget. Something about.
I'm sorry.
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now?
Does not compute.
Hear me now. No, the sound is not lost. You just can't hear it. It's always been there. Just like if a tree falls in the woods and nobody's around to hear it, it still makes a sound.
Can you hear me now? All right, they can hear us now. There you go.
I know they can. I fixed it.
Yo, I'm telling you, it's those guys. It's David Wilcox and all that stuff. They're fucking with it. They're like, yo, we're gonna get these motherfuckers. They figured out how to mess with the sound, yo. They don't want us talking about them. They don't want us talking about the truth because they can't handle the truth. The truth hurts. These motherfuckers have no interest in that. They don't want us talking about it. That's what's going on. You said we're real low? We're low, 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 low.
Shouldn't be low now. Doesn't sound low to me.
All right, turn it up. Turn it up. All right. Is it leveled now? Hold on.
Can't turn it up any louder than that. You're not gonna like that.
So we're real low. We're low, 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 low.
Yeah, I think we're fine now.
Listening right
yeah,
now.
it sounds fine now.
Fine.
All right, yeah, it's because the delay too. So. We apologize. Hood whisperer. We blew your speaker? Sorry. What blew your speaker? You turned it all the way up. Good thing we weren't playing no music. With some bass. Got you crunk up in this motherfucker. What were we talking about before the sound went out? I lost my train of thought. What were we talking about?
Stop wrapping this up. This blunt's almost done.
Yeah. This is the last blunt, folks. I got a plane to catch in a few hours anyways, early flight, so it's going to be the last blunt. So any questions, comments, concerns, throw them in the chat. We'll do a little talking to you real quick. Folks be thinking I'm bugging, but I be watching. I seen these motherfuckers say and do the shit they're supposed to. They slip up themselves. They let you know who they are. We don't even have to point it out in most cases. Motherfuckers don't want to pay attention. People who want to pay attention will. Those who don't won't.
They do it themselves. Like, look at the fucking video they just posted the other day. Fucking idiots talking that shit. That's all that was a shit talking fucking video. Out of everything that they could have posted from that fucking conference and everything that might have been David and Corey talking about ascension that's so important or something that's really important of valuable information according to these people. But no, they chose to put up a fucking 1.5-minute clip of them talking shit about Rachel Maddow. Because she fucking put you on blast and exposed your ass on mainstream media for being connected to Epoch Times and Falun Gong. So, what you did was an ad hominem. And all you did was attack her instead of set the record straight. Because you're full of shit.
Which is funny because you had nothing to say about CW talking about it all those months. Interesting. And that's all he can show. Like you said, hey, shows you who they are. Just give them a chance to always reveal themselves. You can hide in the darkness, but eventually light will get shit on you. There's holes and stuff. The light will get to you. These motherfuckers are not about love and light. They're telling you, they're showing you. If that's their idea of ascension, I'm good. I don't want to go with them. I don't want to be a part of it. I'll stay here with us regular folks. I'm okay. I'm good. But I'll help them. I told you, anything I can do to help them ascend, let me know. I'm in it. I'm with it.
Faux show.
You need a ride to the airport? You need me to do something to help you, like raise your vibration? Let me know. Afternoon smoke on a Friday. 1 hour, 45 minutes till the weekend. Enjoy that smoke. That's what we doing too. It's 11 o'clock at night in this motherfucker. And then I'm about to be in a whole different fucking time zone. 5-hour flight, and then I'm in a whole different time zone. But it's dope. I'm gonna have fun. I always do. Maybe I'll...
Actually, you're in no time zone.
Yeah. I'll be in the Twilight Zone. Dun, 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 dun.
That's in the
Look at him. Look at him on his phone.
Arizona's weird because they don't do daylight savings and stuff. So you're in a different time zone, but it's not the same time as the other time zones around you that are in that same time zone.
What? Huh?
Because they don't do daylight savings time.
All right. Well, if the aliens get me, I'm going to do a flyby. I told you. I'm going to bring the spaceship over here. But, yo, let's pull up on Boston. Go pick up my homies and shit. And we can do a tour. And maybe we'll fly over, like, Australia and different countries and see our
Arizona's in the same time zone as, like, California and Nevada and stuff, which are 3 hours ahead of us. But Arizona's actually, because they don't change the time and stuff like everybody else, it's a different time.
Right. Hey, man, whatever,
they don't have
man.
daylight savings. It's the only state that doesn't have daylight savings.
Okay. They don't want to save no daylight. They don't really need to save it.
Because it's fucking stupid. They should just get rid of it altogether.
They want to use all their daylight. Like, why save it? But I hear 'em.
It doesn't save daylight. It doesn't matter. Especially this day and age where everything is 24 hours. Fucking everything is just, it's not fucking bunch of people farming.
It's not anymore? Last
No.
one's almost smoked, motherfuckers. Swing by Shadow. Absolutely. We'll come get you, Jonas.
Yeah,
I'll pull up in a spaceship.
Just tell the pilot to swing by.
Yeah. We can do that. It shouldn't take long anyways. Yeah, it'd be easy. Like they got hyperdrive. We'll be there in like 2 minutes. I'll let you know. I'll be like, yo, we're there. Pull up. And just when you see the spaceship, you got to hurry up though, because we got other people to pick up. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, we'll go to the moon to see Michael Jackson perform. You with that? You want to go see Mike? I never got to see him perform in life here on Earth, so I can see him live on the moon. I'm with that. That's it, though.
That's it.
Last one
one's
smoke. So till next week, or for whatever reason, maybe if some good fun stuff happens, and we'll pop on, whatever. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that button, the notification button, just in case, because I'll be there and there's some cool people there and some fun things to see and do. So you never know. But until next week, or until then, tell a friend, be a friend. Like and subscribe. Share. Make sure you like this video. And we out.
Peace and love, everybody.
Peace and love.